Hello, cats and kittens. We are live, and welcome to another Sunday Funday with James and crew. And today we have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun just to catch up today. Nothing major, no themes today. Oh, I gotta mute that. Okay, shut up, you two. Okay, I don't mean you guys in the chat. I mean just the audio over there.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have a lot of fun today. I'm going to review the Red and Blue albums, and I'm going to review the movie Oppenheimer, which I watched last night on Plex. JJ put it up. So we'll get into that a little later. And AGK will be here, Jorgen will be here, Zombie, and we won't have Kate today because she's doing her Thanksgiving today,
Oh, okay.
a little late. And hopefully Beetle Babe Jen will be coming in here today for the first time, I hope,
Yeah.
and joining us on camera. And I'm going to tell her if she does show up today, she's part of the crew because
There you go.
we had a good chemistry together the other day. We really worked well together as a team. We had fun. We were laughing, having a great old time. Hey, Jen, nice to see you. Welcome back. So now we're gonna head over here to the other side of the room. Hey, Bob.
Hey,
And we're going to
Bob.
say hello to my co host and best friend, Dave, from his new digs. Hello, Dave.
Hello, everybody. Oh man, if you've ever moved before, you know it's a chore, and it's just been me and my son doing all this stuff, and moving from being in the same place 15 years is quite a chore. So it's still in the process of it. Haven't finished it yet, so yeah, it's
Wow.
been wiping me out, but been making it through.
Nice background.
Yeah, this is Jen's one of her things that she got online. It's a Tuscany vineyard or something. So
Ah, like the movie with Diane Lane in it, Under the
yeah.
Tuscan Sun.
Hmm.
Good movie. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. I like the background. It's
Yeah.
different from what you had before at the old place. And I can see you have, hey, Martin, you have a beautiful, beautiful background. And also, your picture quality is better than it was ever.
Yeah, yeah. The internet we have now is better. It's it's a lot better.
So you're coming in at that 720p.
That's good.
Yeah, that you look great.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So Astro Zombie says, Dave, who let a cow drive the moving truck? Isn't that a
Oh,
danger? Haha.
yeah. They drive those trucks till they say the cows come home. So yeah,
Well, you did a good job with that, man.
yeah. Thanks.
Well, congratulations on the move.
Hello,
You didn't
Martin.
kill each other since you were both here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so Jen was showing me a lot of pictures how you built the shed for Nick for
Hmm.
his what are those things called again?
Oh, the rain lamps that he makes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, thanks, zombie. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be nice having better internet. It's something I've been dealing with bad internet for 15 years now. It's pretty wild. This is really the first time I've had a chance to even use it. It's just like had this had the guy set it up, got my computer all set up and everything, and then just left it off and with the move and everything. So yeah, she's
Hold on,
saying
I'm
we
just
almost
texting
killed each
George.
other. Yeah, yeah. It's in the room's it's a little noisy, but after I get some stuff set up in here, yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be better. Hear a lot of echo, I'm sure.
Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't sound that bad.
No, I hear it, but on my end more, I think. Yeah.
Uh,
So, oh wait, there we go. Never mind. I just had something on my board. I had like a little reverb thing on, so it sounded like it was pretty wild. So anyway, yeah, that sounds a little better, but yeah, we'll figure something else out. So yeah, she says the internet is super fast. It's light speed. It's like going from a bicycle to a car or walking to a car. So it's a lot faster.
wow.
Nice. And it's a lot
Yeah.
less expensive too, which is good too. So
So did you get unlimited?
Um, yeah, it's unlimited. I think we're like running like I remember now, 300 gigabyte or 500 gigabyte.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know we here we have unlimited
Yeah,
streaming,
yeah.
so that's not too bad.
Hmm.
Uh, I know my wife and I did also never want to move again. It's a pain in the ass. You got to pack everything. Then when you get to the new place, where's this? Where's that? What box
Hmm.
is it in? But you have to make sure that you write on the paper like where everything is.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you're going to be like mixed up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so it's wired. The internet's wired throughout every room in the house.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So it's good. Yeah, I was running some wire for it last night. So.
Gonna wait till we get a bit more people before I do my reviews.
Oh, okay.
And I just told what's his face, AGK we're live, and they even threw out a little message to Jen Beetle Babe if she wanted to join,
Oh, okay.
because I know she was up earlier on Joe's, which I missed to get up on camera with them. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's still
Okay.
good. Because now it's because I knew I had to do my stream, and you know what? I think we're gonna start the reviews. So Dave, make me big, please.
Okay.
So last night I was saying goodnight to JJ, and JJ said goodnight, James, because I was going to watch TV and stuff. And he said I put Oppenheimer up on Plex. I'm like, yay, good night. So I went and turned it on, and I sat down and I started to watch it. It was a little slow in the beginning, but it really got to be a fantastic movie. Cillian Murphy plays J. Robert Oppenheimer. He was a real hey Christopher. He was a real physicist who invented the atomic bomb that they dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And there's then he had his fame afterwards, but everybody thought he was a communist and stuff. So they were after him in court and everything. And he knew Albert Einstein. I didn't know that. I
Hmm.
didn't know Albert Einstein was part of his life. And I thought the acting was beautifully done. Emily Blunt's in there. Florence Pugh is in there. Robert Downey Jr. There's uh, Matthew Modine's in there. I forget some other actors in there that I know, but it was really good. 3 hours long. I dozed off here and there in the movie. It's not a boring movie. I was just feeling kind of sleepy at the time,
Hmm.
and I should have watched it at an earlier time when I where I'm more wide awake. But it's a very very good movie, and I highly recommend it. And now on for the pièce de résistance. But Sega George copied me the Red Blue albums on CD, so now I'm going to give my review of them, what I thought of them. So yes, Peanut Gallery, I'm talking to you again. This is going to be fun. Cillian is an old Irish name pronounced Killian. Oh, Killian. Okay. Shows what I know. So here we have this number one, the Beatles, 1962 to 66. And then we have this number two, which is also the same one. So this is the Red album, if it'll show up. Okay, so first of all, the first CD, okay, all the way down to number one, the first track on CD number two. These are all 2023 mixes. So the first song is "Love Me Do." Please Please Me. I saw her standing there, which everybody has been complaining about, but I thought it sounded really fantastic in my eyes. So next we have Twist and Shout. From Me to You. I Want to Hold Your Hand. This Boy. This Boy sounds amazing with the new mix. All My Loving. Roll Over Beethoven. You've Really Got a Hold on Me. Can't Buy Me Love. You Can't Do That. A Hard Day's Night. And for the first time, Because I asked this to Jen when I was on her stream on Friday morning. I didn't realize there was bongos in the song. They sound muffled. But she said, yeah, there's always been bongos in it, but they're more upfront in this version. I said, wow. You find out you find out things that you never knew that were in a song when there's new mixes. So A Hard Day's Night had bongos, and there's a lot of cowbell in a couple of songs too. More cowbell. And I Love Her, 8 days a week, I Feel Fine, Ticket to Ride, Yesterday. Then we start CD number 2, track 1, Help. Help sounds really good. Then we go to You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, We Can Work It Out, Day Tripper. Oh my God, that blew my mind. My jaw hit the floor. Oh, we got the cow. Like that opening, boom, 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 boom. It just sounded amazing when the drums kick in. You know, it was just wow. Next up, we have Drive My Car, Norwegian Wood, Nowhere Man, Michelle, In My Life, If I Needed Someone, Girl. So from Paperback Writer onwards, it's all 2022 mixes. So Girl is next. Paperback Writer, Eleanor Rigby, Yellow Submarine, Taxman, Got to Get You Into My Life, I'm Only Sleeping, Here, There, and Everywhere, Tomorrow Never Knows. So that's the first one, Red and Blue album, which is fantastic. No complaints there. And next we go on to the blue. And disc number 2 will show up. There we go. And we start with, oh crap, I'm missing one. Is it in here? Uh-oh. Oh, here's the paper. Okay, I found it. We're good. Okay. So, CD1, Strawberry Fields Forever, 2015 stereo mix, 2023 Dolby Atmos mix. This was fantastic. Beautifully done. Penny Lane. So, let's see where we go. Okay, I'm just going to have to say it because it's confusing here. So, Penny Lane is 2017. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the same. With a Little Help from My Friends, 2017 again. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, same. Within You Without You, same. Day in the Life, same. All You Need Is Love, 2015 stereo mix. I Am the Walrus, 2023. Now that's the one where it gets kind of weird. But if you hear the original one, it's kind of, the lyrics near the end are muffled, but in this one they're more in the front where they say oompa oompa, stick it up your jumper. Everybody's got one. Everybody's got one. And then you hear John fooling around with the radio stations, and you're all these weird noises. But in the original, they took out the King Lear speech, so that's what's kind of different. But still good anyway. Hello Goodbye, 2015 stereo mix. The Fool on the Hill. Now we're back to 2023 again. Magical Mystery Tour, 2023. Lady Madonna, 2015. Hey Jude, 2015. Revolution, 2023. Revolution sounds amazing. Now we go to CD2. Back in the USSR is 2018. Dear Prudence, same. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, same. Obla Di Bla Da, same. Glass Onion, same. Blackbird, same. Hey Bulldog, 2023 mix. Get Back, 2015 stereo mix, 2023 Dolby Atmos mix. Don't Let Me Down, 2021. The Ballad of John and Yoko, 2015. Where are we? Okay. Where are we? I lost my place. Where am I? I lost my place. Hello Goodbye. The Fool on the Hill. Magical Mystery Tour, 2023. Lady Madonna, 2015. Hey Jude, 2015. Revolution, 2023. Okay, I got a little mixed up there. Now I know where I am. Okay, Get Back. I just said that. Don't Let Me Down, 2021. The Ballad of John and Yoko, 2015. Next up, we have Old Brown Shoe 2023 mix. Here Comes the Sun 2019. Um, all the way up to Let It Be, it's to 2019. So we got Come Together, Something, Octopus's Garden, Oh Darling, I Want You, She's So Heavy, Let It Be 2021, Across the Universe 2021, I Me Mine, same, The Long and Winding Road, same, and then the new single to end it all off, Now and Then. So there is my review of the Red and Blue albums, and I have to say, it brought me back to my high school days when I was falling in love with the music of the Beatles. And I highly recommend these albums. If you don't own them, get the new mixes. They're fantastic. So there's my trip down memory lane. Uh, a great time is guaranteed for all. All right, you make me small.
Very cool. Very cool.
So how did I do? Did I do
did
good?
good. You did
Hey,
good.
cat sounds. I think I took a lot of that in one breath,
That's
and I
very
got mixed up with what song I left off at. But
Mm-hmm. You're talking
uh,
about John and Yoko mix, and then
yeah, I got mixed up there for a little bit, and I didn't know. I forgot where I was and where I left off, and I thought it was great albums. And Oppenheimer, if you haven't seen that movie, you'll love it. And I isn't there a like a another vinyl version where there's bonus tracks besides Now and Then? Because I thought they also put Free as a Bird and Real Love in there somewhere.
maybe. You know who was excited about the cowbell in the mix?
Who?
This guy right here.
I love it. Oh, that's classic. That's classic. So you were actually driving around town with the cow head on?
No, I can barely see out of the thing. The eye holes are so small in this thing.
Oh,
I just put it on him. I said, take a quick picture.
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because you actually have to look through the nose to see.
Oh,
Yeah,
too bad
so-
they don't make the eyelids bigger, like so you can actually see out of it. You know, that
yeah.
would be funny going through a McDonald's drive-through wearing the cow head.
I've seen people do that. Yeah.
It was a moving experience,
Yep.
wasn't it? So, Dave, how was your Thanksgiving?
Um. Well, we did our Thanksgiving dinner a week earlier, or actually last Saturday, so we would have the 4-day holiday here to move. So it's been a busy weekend of moving. That's how my Thanksgiving has been.
Yeah.
And it's real windy around here too, kicking up a bunch of dust. So that's why I'm
Uh-huh.
coughing.
Oompa, oompa, stick it up your jumper. I got that stuck in my head. Yeah. Mess It Up is brilliant. What are you talking about, Zombie? I'm confused. I don't know what he's going on about.
Hmm.
I would have included Things We Said Today as one of the additions to the Red Album remix. Yeah, that would have been a good one. And I'll Be Back Again is another good one. You know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. That would have been a really good one too. Yeah. Oh, Hackney Diamonds. I'll still have to listen to Hackney Diamonds somewhere along the line there, Zombie, and review it. But I decided to do the Red and Blue albums instead. But I'm happy I did. So, you know what I used to do when I used to go to my friend's house, Dave, when I was younger?
Mm-hmm.
I always used to, when I went to the washroom, I always looked in their bathtub to see how big the bathtub was. I always had this theory that if they have a big bathtub, they live very big lives. And that's what I always thought.
Hmm.
Does that sound weird?
A little unusual. Maybe not so much
I don't
weird.
know why I used to think that.
It's kind of like
Uh,
don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a person by the size of their bathtub.
yeah, I always thought they lived very big lives if they had a big bathtub.
Hmm.
But that's just me. But hey, I like
Mhm.
my little theories that I come up with. Makes you
Mhm.
unique and different.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Uh, so I guess you got a lot of unpacking to do in the next couple of days.
Yeah, yeah. I've got more moving to do too. We got
Oh, so
to.
you still got more boxes back home.
Yeah. Well, we still have the washer and dryer at the old place, a bunch of big furniture and stuff. So we had quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit
So
of
where
stuff.
did you sleep last night?
Oh, we slept at the new place last night.
Oh yeah. Did it feel weird waking up in a new place?
Um, Honestly, I could have probably slept for about 8 more hours, but we got so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just yeah, we're both me and my son were both sore and tired, and yeah.
Well, you know what? Even though you're tired, I'm still surprised you took the time to help me with my
Hmm.
streams. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, you and Jen, even Nick are so good to me. Ah, my mom is here.
Hello, Pat. Good to
Good
see you.
afternoon, Dave. You sound exhausted, Jen. I hope you're resting. Hi, Jim. Hi, Mom. How you doing? So, Mom, he's streaming from the new place.
Yeah, yeah, and everybody's saying better internet, so
Yeah. Well, I guess you have no more internet at the old place.
yeah, we need to turn it off. It's still active. I just need to call and have that shut off. So
Hey, Jimmy Nickel, how you doing?
hello, Jimmy.
And Jimmy, today, if you want to come up and join us on the panel, show us around somewhere in England, we'd be more than happy to have you up here if you want. Even if you're live from a pub, that's okay too.
There you go.
The Lamb would like that. I know that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So, did you get to play Lammy's Balls on Monday?
Um, what was I doing Monday? Um, I didn't. I've been doing so much stuff with this place, running back and forth to. Oh man, it's been with the internet, and electrical, and then it's just yeah. The one day when they were installing the internet here, they were building the shed the same day, and it's about 45 minutes from work, and it's about 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic from the old place to here, and it's about 30 minutes to work. But yeah,
Well, once you get everything out of the old house, you won't have 45-minute treks anymore.
no, it'll
You'll
be
be
good.
able just to get to work in
Yeah,
30 minutes or less.
yeah, yeah.
And Bob asks you, when do you have to close the old place?
Just whenever I need to. The place belongs to a friend, so they just said, whenever you can, whenever you guys done moving, let me know, and this and that. I said, okay. I said I wanted to go and clean up a little bit afterwards because there's always moving around. You're always kicking up dust and stuff. So I figure just do a nice thorough clean of the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it might be strange for. Well, I know when I moved here, it was strange waking up the next morning in a strange bed and stuff. Didn't know where I was, and it just felt. I didn't feel
Yeah.
homey. It didn't feel like home to me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes time, and then over time you get used to it, and then.
Yeah. 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 It was nice
Uh,
to them. A lot less pressure. Yeah.
oh, that's weird, Zombie. Yeah, I got your thing today. I was wondering when you're going to add me on your Instagram, Zombie, because I know you follow Kate. Yeah, I often wake up in a strange bed with a strange woman. Do you? Okay, that's kind of weird. Yeah. Um. Well, at least you don't have to move ever again.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case. So
Maybe this will be your forever home.
yeah, I think hopefully, yeah.
And I'm glad that, and I knew the doctor would sign up on it and get your son to stay with you.
Yeah.
I hope one time your son will come on. I want to meet him.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet
He's a good
Nick.
dude.
You talk so much about him. Now I want to meet him.
Hmm.
If he's brave enough to be on camera with us.
Yeah, it's just not his thing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. A brick wall. Oh, you're in Melinda Murphy's house. Oh, my house.
There you
Up
are.
my upstairs.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually working a little better because with the original, with the older internet, I should say, it wasn't working very well. Look at that. Okay,
Where's that?
that was in my garage. Here I
Oh,
am, somewhere. I don't know where that is.
wow. Here, I'm gonna move out of the. I'm gonna make my picture big. I'm gonna get out of my chair so you can do my background from my man cave. Hold on. Let me make myself big. I'll get out of my chair and then you can
Okay, let me see here.
take a screenshot of that so you can be in here. Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me straighten my
Okay.
chair. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. Did you get it?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see how it
All
came out.
right, let's see if it works.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Jen. That would be cool if he did. Even if he doesn't love music, he can talk about his projects that he does. I don't mind. He can promote himself.
Okay. Oh, I did. Okay, let me. I don't know what I did.
I feel like Nick's a part of my life, even though I've never met him yet, but he's always in my prayers too.
Thank you for that.
You know what? It looks like you're actually sitting at a desk um, in AGK's basement.
Yeah.
This is funny. Oh, I love it.
Alrighty. Now where am I at? Yeah, I'm trying to help him out. Help him get his stuff organized. So there we go. All right. Do the screenshot now. I'm trying to. Oops, don't want to do that. Okay, here we go.
Like Buffalo Bill. Yeah, pretty much, Zombie, I guess.
All right.
And Zombie, are you going to be brave enough to come up and join us sometime, even if you're in avatar mode, just to hang out with us on screen? That'd be cool if you did.
Oh, there we
But no
go.
pressure there. You know, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
All right.
Well, you got to do this to do that to get it to work.
That's spinning. Oh, there we go.
You did it.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the same position.
There you go. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that looks pretty cool. Now you can
Yeah.
sit back in my chair, relax. Yep, now you're sitting in my
There you
chair.
go. There you go. Oh, almost got. He's falling.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
There we go.
Wow, that's neat.
Yeah, it works pretty well. There we go.
Yeah. Dave can eat your Sunday dinner now. Yes, he
There
can.
you go. There you go. So if you're late for dinner, I'll just do that. I'll just go. Either go here, or I can go here. Oh, that's the same picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or I can go here. That way I'm already upstairs.
Yeah.
I brought the chair with me.
Yeah, you're upstairs now.
Yeah.
Nick
Oh,
is a
thank
very
you.
talented young man. He and Jen made beautiful fairy lamps that light up. Yes,
Mhm.
that's true, Mom. Show my mom the other thing he does.
Oh, okay.
Mom, Dave's going to show you what else Nick does. Mm. And he sells them too.
All right. Let's see here.
I need a cough drop. Cough drop?
Trying to get an action one where you can see what it's actually doing.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
I thought there was a video of this thing on here. Oh, there it is.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's raining.
Yeah, it does. Is that oil going down, dripping down?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, Nick is a genius. Did he sculpt all the statues and everything?
No, some of those
Hey, Jen.
he had purchased. I think these ones here he actually made on his 3D printer. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, they're copies of the retro lamps. Yeah, everybody says, she says my great grandparents had one of those. Yeah, it seems like everybody remembers those. Some people, there's a lot of people that go, "What are those?" And when you tell them or show them a video, because we can do that now with technology, they go, "Wow, that's amazing!" And it's like, yeah, they take a lot of work to put together because they're all put together by hand.
Jen, you wanna come up and join us?
What's that?
Dave, put the link out for Beetle Babe, and I'll have the
Oh,
pleasure
okay.
of bringing her up.
Okay.
Come up and join us.
Yeah. Hello, Beetle Babe. So,
And Jen, her name is Jen too, Beetle
yeah.
Babe. We got two Jens in here.
There are so many Jens on.
I know that we
YouTube,
got Jenny and David, her husband, same as you guys.
Yeah.
It
Everybody
can
gets
get kind of
confused.
confusing after a while.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that get confused and stuff. They're like, "Which Dave and Jen are you talking about?" Because on my YouTube channel, I call myself Hop Frog because there's
Yes, you do.
so many Daves out there. So yeah.
But Jen, you're not a regular moderator. You're a managing moderator, just like Mrs. Hot Frog Jen. I gave you a higher rank. Only my closest friends, the ones that I trust the most, get to have a higher wrench thingy. Okay, I just made up the word. So the link is out for you, Jen. And come up and join us on the panel. And she has a really good knowledge of music too. Have you met Beetle Babe before?
I have not.
Well, you're in for a treat because she's amazing. She hangs out with me and Joe on Doc's stream.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to Mail's Lounge and we hang out there. You might have seen her on there.
I think I have.
For some of it, and sure if I can stay for the whole thing, depending how long it goes. I usually go about 4 hours. Very creative, amazing. Wishing you lots of success, Nick.
Yeah, I'll pass it on to him. Thanks. Yeah, he's been doing. He had other people ask about different lamps and stuff, so he's starting to do horror themed ones too. So it's gonna be a while before he get. Well, it's not a while, but we're trying to get settled in before he starts all that up again. The link yes, yeah, the link I put in there is for this stream. And then I showed you this one, the Pennywise.
Oh yeah, I don't want to see the clown.
All right.
Yeah. Dave, check the private chat.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know she would love that. And Jen, when you come up, then we'll explain how Dave is able to do what I do. Oh, God. You know what? I was looking at AGK stories on his Instagram, and he said he was not going to Record Store Day this year because he said every album was crap. He didn't like anything that he saw. He was passing up on it. And then he puts up a thing that he did go.
And he bought 5 things, probably, at least.
Yeah.
And then AGK, he's all, I gotta get rid of some records. He's all, oh, this one's good. I forgot
He's purging it so he can buy a puppy, and then what does he do? He goes out and buys more records.
Oh, well.
The sickness is real. We can't stop collecting. We're trying to cut down on stuff, and we still go out and buy more shit.
Yeah.
We probably don't need it, but it just happens that way. We just keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. It never ends. Yeah. How big are those things that he makes?
They're pretty tall. They're about, I don't know. I want to say there's probably just under 2 feet tall. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I think they're between 20 and 24 inches. I'm not sure.
And where do you normally put something like that? Outside in the garden or what?
Well, you'd want to leave it. You'd want to have it inside because out in the garden, I think it would get destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, he was the ones I used to sell the most of because they were real popular in the 70s were ones that were hanging from chains. They called swag lamps.
Oh, I've seen those before.
Yeah, and he decided it'd just be easier just to make them tabletop. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good thing, Jen, to put the Facebook link out.
Yeah.
And everybody can take a look. And...
Yeah, he's got an Etsy store where he's been selling them in other places. So,
are they expensive?
Yeah. It takes a lot of work to make them, so they're pretty labor intensive, and
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Mason. Bring him up. He was, Mom, but he can't stop. He can't stop doing it.
Yeah, he was saving up for
Hey, Mason.
a puppy.
And yet he goes out and buys more records.
Yeah.
Hi,
The
James.
obsession is real. So, Mason, are you all footballed out from Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah.
Did you have a lot of turkey?
Yeah, I had a good deal of it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. And do you notice Dave's in a new place?
I know he moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got better internet connection because he played a YouTube video and it works. It doesn't.
There you go.
Oh, he doesn't have
freeze
he
or
doesn't have his
anything
he doesn't have his screen share thing turned on. Well, not screen share. The virtual background.
That's not a virtual background there. That's the actual room he's in right now.
This is the room I'm in right now.
I know. Like I know
There we go.
that's something. Now you're in James' house.
Yep, he's in my man cave now. He just recently put that in. AGKs.
Do you have my couch?
I do not.
Oh,
Unless this is one of your couches.
Melinda Murphy's house.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me rearrange everything on here so you can grab my couch.
Oh yeah, you got to do the Mason couch.
Wait. Let me make sure that's. Yeah, good shot there.
Okay. All right, got it.
Nice. All right, let me make you small.
Okay.
If it'll decide to go small. So here, this is for you, Mason.
I don't believe I have. I'll have to check that out.
My mom says Nick must spend a lot of time making those lamps. They're beautiful and bring back memories.
Yeah, he spends quite a bit of time making those. Let's see here.
We will have a new background probably next week. Oh, nice.
Hopefully, yeah. Was planning on having a new one this week and just.
Yay! And I'm so happy Beetle Babe's going to join us on camera soon.
Yeah, that'll be good.
She's a really good friend.
Yeah, she's a part of the Joe Mayo community.
Yeah, I did a 6-hour stream with her on Friday.
6 hours, James. Jesus.
Yeah, and Joe joined us for a little bit. It was on Jen's channel, but I stayed with her the whole time. We had a blast. Yeah, she's in here too, but she'll be up soon.
It was on Dave's wife's channel.
No, another different Jen.
No, yeah, no. We're talking Beetle Babe.
Oh, now you've gone to my place.
Let's look for change in the cushions here.
It looks a little. How come the background looks brighter on Mason's end, and when you see the background, it's darker?
Well, no, just lighting, I guess. Let's see here.
Mason, you know what's in here?
What?
This is from Sega George. This is the Red and Blue albums. Amazing. They sound. The new mixes are fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yep, I got that Thursday. I listened to all 4 in one night.
So MacBook Pros, at least the newer ones, the one that I have, don't have the USB ports anymore. So to fix that, I have to order an adapter.
Yeah.
Because I want to pull up my James, remember all those files that Patrick sent me?
Yeah.
I want to pull those up on my computer and I can't. Either way, that's an easy fix. All I have to do is USB adapter for MacBook Pro.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So Mason, this coming Friday, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny will be on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah,
And last night,
forgot about
I
that
went
movie.
on Plex. I watched Oppenheimer. Fantastic movie, by the way. 3 hours. Well, it looks like AJK will be fashionably late again,
Oh, there you go.
as
Yeah.
always. But I sent the word out to him. And when you actually meet Beetle Babe, she's fantastic. She's funny. She's hyper. She's a great person, and I like that we support each other. We support Joe. We support Doc. You know, we're just all around nice people that help each other out when we can. And here she is, the legend herself, Beetle Babe. Yay!
Okay, just about to place that order. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So random.
Now I can connect my digital file hard drives to my MacBook Pro with the assistance of a USB adapter.
Nice.
There you go. Nice.
Okay.
Only part about it is I gotta wait about 2 days to get it.
There's that.
Yeah. So Jen, this is my co-host Dave,
Hello.
Hello.
and I think you know Mason.
I don't know Mason actually.
I pop around me Mr. Mayo streams every now and then.
I've heard mention, but I don't think I have ever been on at the same time. That's why I'm like, I've heard the name, but I don't think I've ever been on at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So I'm so happy to have you on here for the first time.
She's a fellow hardcore Beatles collector.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. I meant to ask you the other day, Jen, do you have the Red and Blue albums, the new one?
I actually don't.
While
I've been listening on
question,
Spotify.
James, I'll get something that I can swear that she probably doesn't have.
Hmm.
And what's that?
Oh, okay. The US albums box set.
Yeah, I actually don't have that.
I like Mayo. I'm like, we need to freaking notice that the uniqueness of this collection here. I mean, for example, it's just fascinating that you get I Want to Hold Your Hand and This Boy on an actual album.
Yeah. That was
Mhm.
actually the first track that I went to when I saw they had been uploaded to Spotify. Was I zoomed over to This Boy to make sure they didn't ruin it. I was like, before I go on to anything else, if that one's messed up, I am not bothering with any of this. But then I heard, okay, actually, it sounds really good. So all right, now I can listen to the rest.
I think
Yeah, I
in
thought
general,
it sounded good because that's one of my favorite songs.
I think in
Yeah,
general,
that's why I was just like, if they've ruined it, I am not having anything to do with this.
Meet the Beatles is just a staple in
Yeah.
the Beatles career because it's probably one of the best well put together albums in Capitol.
Yeah, my mom had like the original, like first pressing from the 60s and everything of Meet the Beatles. Like we still have that around in the house, but other than that, I don't have much familiarity with the US albums.
Because in my opinion, though, song selection wise, and as far as the order goes, one of the worst put together Capitol albums has to be Yesterday and Today. It
I
just
can see that.
it's not it's not cohesive.
I agree, actually.
Shit
I've never
on,
had like the
shit on
butcher
the US
cover or anything.
Revolver all you want, but it's more cohesive with the theme than Yesterday and Today. As it just seems like they just threw a bunch of leftover songs together.
Yeah, that does feel like what they did there. And I think it kind of is exactly what it is.
The biggest thing going for that album though is the butcher cover thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know about this, but on the box set when they reissued them on CD in mini LP replicas, on that one they have the butcher cover, but they have like the trunk cover that you can put over it.
That's so cool.
I
I
really
like
did-
that actually.
Yeah,
That's a nice touch.
I literally threw the trunk cover away because I'm like, I want it as it originally came out.
Right, I'm over here like, I have the trunk cover. I don't need to put that on here.
Yeah.
I have the
Mhm.
trunk cover without the vinyl that goes in it. I have just the cover, literally.
So I gave you a higher rank than the regular moderator. I
Aw,
gave
thank you.
managing.
So what's the difference of the higher rank? Because I've actually never gotten a wrench on anyone's
I've
channel.
never seen it. I don't know exactly you have to, what it entails. You have to go on the YouTube side and tell me what it is, because I have no clue what it does.
Okay.
You might have more options to do than just blocking and timing out people.
Okay.
But like Mayo and a lot of other people have said, the biggest drawback from this box set is
Here, I'll make you
it
big,
just
Miss.
feels like they took the 2009 stereo mixes and just reused them. They
Okay.
didn't use the original mixes that were unique to these albums in the 60s. And I've heard that they did use the original mixes for most of the tracks when they did this the first time in the mid 2000s.
Okay. So basically, I missed out by not buying it the mid 2000s when I had a shot.
Yeah, the Capitol albums is, well, here's the thing. You probably, if you're gonna get them, if you're gonna collect them all, you gotta get both releases, because the Capitol albums from the mid 2000s will offer you the original mixes, but you don't get this album with it.
Ooh, and see, that for me is a big draw.
And let's see what else you don't get. You don't get Yesterday and Today or Revolver.
Interesting. Okay.
Ah.
So, is there a specific version I should be on the lookout for to know that specifically when I see the listing, this is the one?
Well, as far as CDs go, like I said, all you pretty much, if you want to do it right, get Capitol albums volumes 1 and 2 from the mid 2000s. I think 2004, 5, 6, something like that was when they were released.
Okay.
And then just to be able to have everything, go ahead and buy the US Albums 2014 box set just to get these 3.
Gotcha.
And Joe will tell you what he basically did was, for these, he took the CDs out of the Capitol albums collection and put them into these jackets because they're nicer quality.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Growing up in the States, I just thought I just want to become more attracted to the Capitol albums. Not pretend like the UK ones don't exist. They do, and they're great for what they are. But there's just some uniqueness about this collection.
Yeah, after I finally tracked down like the big black box set and everything from around the same time of the UK ones, I was like, okay, so now the next thing I need is the Capitol ones, but it's like, so which one do I go for? And I've been asking different people, and people have had different opinions on which way to do it. So
let me track my order list on Amazon, because maybe it'll still show how much I actually paid for this thing. It was a Christmas present, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Zombie says Mason needs some Daniel O'Donnell in that collection. I don't even know who that guy is.
I'm going to be honest, I don't either.
Or Joel Dolan.
Any relation to Richard?
Yeah, I paid a about $133 for this set.
I could put
Wow.
on par with what I paid for the big black box set. That seems fair.
And I heard mention of Richard Dolan. Yeah, I know of him. Kind of hard not to. I mean, favorite Beatle was McCartney.
He's kind of just around.
Everything good, number one?
Yeah. I took some decongestant stuff and blow my nose. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not usually this out of it. My head's like all.
Oh, it's
stuffy.
okay.
Been moving all weekend. Got about kind of 3.5 hours roughly of sleep. So.
Since we have a pretty stacked Beatles panel here, might be a good time to discuss the new song.
Again? I'm like, how many times have we all discussed the song now?
We've heard that discussion so many times.
Well, here's my only real complaint is that I think somewhere there's a brilliant idea. Paul Ringo just didn't take the time to discover it.
Yeah, that's why I was saying when it first came out, I felt like it could have been more.
If you took the original backing track that they were working on in the 90s for the anthology, and just threw John's Peter Jackson fixed vocal on that, I think it would have been a better song.
That was what I was expecting, was exactly that.
I just thought it was a little too slow, what they came up with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's pretty decent for what it is,
Well, decent is one thing, but at the same time, it's also missed potential, was my complaint.
But then George didn't want to do it anymore. He said it's fucking
I know, but
where I stand with it is it's John's vocal sounds amazing on it. That's the best part of it.
Right.
But, it's like the track is just. I really just wish they would have used the 1995 track.
I do too.
Yeah, I guess. So, Dave, explain to Jen how you Beatle Babe, so we don't get mixed up with your wife. How you're connected to me, how you do this co-hosting thing. Tell her how it works.
Oh, it's not really much to explain. Just James has me up here to bring people up here. And,
Your audio is all mumbled.
Dave, your audio
bad. There you go.
There we go. All right. Yeah. I just just helping them out, bring people up, and different things. So
you can put the links out and stuff.
Yeah,
I sent them an email and with an invite on StreamYard, and so we're kind of connected like that. And then I do it on my friend Kate's as well. I can just jump into backstage and then pop up on screen. It's really easy to do.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Another thing I forgot to mention about this, though, the mixes they have both the mono and stereo with this.
Okay.
Oh, nice. And which do you prefer, Mason, the mono or the stereo?
For most headphone use, the mono, especially if you're like in a job, right, where you can only have the one earbud in.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like in high school when I was first discovering the Beatles music, and I could only have one earbud in, and I'm like, I feel like I'm only because I was listening to those 2009 stereo remasters, and I was like, I feel like I'm only hearing half of the track. Because it's either I'm only
2009 mixes. I feel so old now. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm either only hearing the lead vocal or just the backing vocals or just the instrumental track. I'm like, and this was before the iPhone came up with this cool trick of mono audio. This was before that.
Okay.
Where you literally in your iPhone settings turn a switch that matches the channels together. So it's like
See, I've never had an iPhone, so I didn't know that was a
it's
thing.
not a true mono. It doesn't turn it into a true
Yeah,
mono mix, but it just folds the stereo down.
Makes sense. That
And
would have been quite helpful back when I was
just
in high
remember
school.
like,
too.
oh, this sucks. This sucks. I wish there was I wish they had like a way to stream the mono tracks.
Hmm.
And then this thing came out.
Hmm.
And then at least it gave you an option to be able to do it.
Well,
You can at least upload them into your phone.
my thing
Hey,
about
Roger.
it is this collection is on Apple Music at least. And the Beatles in mono set of the regular UK albums is not on any streaming services. So for a while there, because before I bought a physical copy of this, I would stream this collection on Apple Music, and I was able to stream the mono recordings.
Uh,
You
can
know, it
you
wasn't
I'm
ready
the
to
jerk who will
Might
just
be
buy it on a
cool.
CD, then rip the CD to MP3s and stick it on my phone and be like, ta-da, now
You know,
I
I
have
just-
it. About.
The Beatles and mono is on my list though for sure, because for unique stuff like the fact that Helter Skelter does not have the iconic blisters on my fingers bit at the end,
Yeah, that bothers me.
that it doesn't have that.
That it doesn't have it. Yeah, that bugs me. I wish it did have it.
I think it's cool that the mono is that much different from the stereo.
Okay.
Because when it comes right down to it, you always have the stereo track to go back to listen to that.
That's
well,
true.
Martin,
That's
I don't
true.
give wrenches out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only the people I trust and know.
And this
Who's
is
whining that they didn't get a wrench?
this is also an argument that over the years people have disagreed with me on, but I stand by it to this day. The best way to hear Pepper is in mono. Any stereo version of Pepper, even the 2017 one, which was fixed a little bit, but I just always thought Sgt. Pepper in stereo just sounded. It just didn't sound like there was enough there. You know, it didn't sound like there was. It didn't sound full enough to me.
I could see that.
And
So
also,
I know
and-
our old stereo
also
setup
difficult
used to
time.
be really wonky with the stereo recordings
Yeah.
like that. So I often opted to mono ones just because I would get the whole
Mhm.
track that way versus I'm kind of sort of half hearing it over there if it's coming through at all versus it's just sounding like it should.
oh, here's
So-
a good one for Mason from Roger. He says, if the Beatles and the Beach Boys got into
Ah!
a knife fight,
Well,
I
there's
think the
four
Beach
of 'em.
Boys would win. What do you
Huh.
think, Mason?
Hmm.
Can you see Mike,
Mike
Love
Love
with
would
a
run.
knife?
Mike Love would definitely be a little pussy ass bitch.
That's what I did want. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to say the word, but I almost did. I almost went there. So
Hmm.
Just because Beach Boys are my favorite band, but I don't like him.
yeah, no one likes him except for him.
Mhm.
It's
He has an ego bigger than his well, he has an ego bigger than the Beach Boys for sure.
In
What's
this
cat
proposed
sound?
knife fight, can we substitute either sporks or toothpicks for knives? Make things more interesting, I think.
But
Yeah, well,
in general, I think Brian Wilson on his own is a equally as talented of a musician as both Lennon and McCartney.
Here's a good one, Mason. Is there a version of Rubber Soul in any of the US CD sets that is drenched in reverb? I think it would be stereo.
Well, here's another thing I want to talk about the U.S. Rubber Soul. The song sequencing, in my opinion, is improved over the UK because it just feels like they're using more songs on it that fit the theme of the album better. Like the album literally opens with "I've just seen a face" as opposed to "Drive my car."
interesting.
Mason, I picked up an OG Sunflower recently and thought of you. Hope you are doing
Aw.
well.
Yes,
Roger.
Roger, I'm doing great. Sunflower, probably the best Beach Boys album they have, in my opinion.
And
If,
Bob said
if-
stereo was supposed to provide a left to right stage experience for the listener. Modern stereo is just overmixed and it has lost its
Agree
real
with that.
purpose, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, sometimes I would tell people Sunflower's my favorite Beach Boys album, particularly just to kind of be unique.
Dave, you have the call. I'll be right back.
You know,
Okay.
you can't deny that Pet Sounds is probably their best work. But Sunflower's like Pet Sounds Part 2, except Brian Wilson's not doing the majority of the production work.
Yeah, I think I agree with
It's
that.
like Pet Sounds with the contributions of the other members.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I don't put Smile at number 1 is because it's still unfinished.
Yeah.
Even in the Smile Sessions form, even everything that AI has done to try to finish it.
It still hasn't.
Well, the problem with AI is that you can't match the real deal. It just
Exactly.
no
No
matter
matter
what,
how
you're
far
always
it
gonna
comes, it's not going to be like that.
What we could have gotten in 1967, we will never hear.
That's true.
Because it was confirmed that some of the tapes were destroyed by fire.
Which sucks so hard.
That's pretty funny, Roger. It says Vincent Van Gogh never got to hear the stereo recordings. You know why that is, Mason?
Because stereo didn't exist at his time?
No, he cut off his ear. You didn't. Yeah, never mind. Anyways,
That's why it's funny.
that's why it's funny. So since James is not here, I'm going to go ahead and share this because I know he's got aversion to clowns. Are you guys okay with clowns? Or you guys hate clowns? Or?
I don't care.
You
Okay,
know,
I'm neutral.
we're talking.
clowns don't bother me, but like I have to be careful who I show pictures of any clowns to.
Yeah. So my son, we were talking earlier, he's been making these vintage type of rain lamps, and he's sold a couple of these. Are his most popular ones right here. These are ones Pennywise. Check it out.
Oh, cool.
Get it in
Oh, look
action
at
here.
that. That's badass. I love it.
Yeah, just
So cool. It's like a raining blood. That's so cool.
when James gets back, just pull up a picture of Ronald McDonald. I don't think it'll bother him.
Yeah, he saw this. He goes, "Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's a clown. I hate clowns." I know some people don't like clowns, so it's like
so many people freaked out at that movie and everything. I watched. I was just like, how can anyone take it seriously? That's so dumb. Ooh, wow, the clown that lives in the sewer. Like,
yeah. Oh, sorry, Martin. Okay, so James is back, so we're safe now. I'll wait to put his headphones on. It's like boiling in here. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It feels hot. I turned on the fan earlier when I got up. So James, I shared the Pennywise lamp while you were gone. So.
Okay, good, because I don't like clowns.
Yeah.
And I told him while you were gone, I'm like, when James gets back, just pull up a picture of Ronald McDonald, and I don't think that'll bother him.
So,
No.
Like, who could be scared of Ronald McDonald? He's so hard.
There's people.
He makes people fat. Everybody knows that.
My mom threw rocks at him.
So we're then getting back to talking about the new Beatles song. I was really hoping that new song would have a little bit different sound.
That's what I was saying. I was like, if Peter Jackson isolated John's vocal and decided to just throw it onto the existing track instead of Paul and Ringo deciding, hey,
Mr. Beckham,
let's create something completely new and
Mm-hmm.
boring.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be something more along these lines.
I love it.
Emo Beatles, what?
I'm here for it.
Anyways, I found this while you guys are discussing things.
Actually, I don't love that. Not gonna lie.
Well, you know the original, like it. For those who haven't heard the original, well, I think you can now on YouTube. It's got a little bit more of a psychedelic feel.
Okay.
It opens with that. It opens with kind of like a psychedelic fade into the track.
Mm-hmm.
And it's much faster paced than what we actually ended up getting.
a little later in the stream, if Dave's not feeling well and he has to bow out, Jen, if you'd take over the co-hosting duties with me. if you want
Okay.
to.
Like I said, I'm not sure how long for sure I can stick around today, but I'll stick around as long as I can.
Actually,
Okay.
James, I wonder if I don't think you would. I don't think you would get copyrighted for this because technically, if I played the 1995 instrumental track that isn't even officially released, I don't think YouTube would do anything.
No, I'm not
Probably
taking
not.
a chance.
Like it's not. It doesn't even have the
Hey,
vocals on
Scotty.
it. Or how about this, James? If you're curious enough, I'll send it to you on
Hello,
Instagram, and you can listen to it on your own time.
Yeah, that's better. I'm not taking a risk.
Oh.
I don't want to get a copyright claim
Oh, nice.
again.
Well, copyright claim versus copyright strike are two different things. Copyright claim, they don't
I
do
think
anything.
he's had- I
Copyright
think-
strike is the one you
Yeah,
have to worry about.
I think he's had both before.
Because
They haven't had a strike
of
in
my
a
streams got
long time.
blocked.
So. Well, if they get blocked, you just take it down. Because, I mean, if it's blocked everywhere, there's no point leaving it up. But if it's only blocked in certain locations,
Oh.
I've left those up for years before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
I was
mean,
actually gonna put on the cow head again.
Oh yeah, I was gonna put it on, but it's like way too hot in here. Roger was saying that Cal's probably afraid of McDonald's.
There's a picture he has of him in a U-Haul with the cow head on in the truck.
oh.
Must get sweaty in that thing.
I would
It does.
imagine.
It does.
And he also has a horse one.
Yeah,
too, a
everybody
horse
has
head.
the horse head one.
I don't.
Oh. Well, almost everybody has it.
Mm-hmm. And now that you're on my stream,
There we go.
oh wait, we'll see this first. There it is.
Oh my god.
No,
I have a
Scotty,
little
we're
surprise
still
for
in
you, Jen. I'll be right
It's
back.
just slightly
Someone who
disturbing
wants to
about
meet
that
you.
image.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still in the process of moving, Scotty. It's a long ordeal. It's almost an hour drive each way from the old place to the new place, and
Oh man.
time to load up, time to unload, and yeah,
That is a trek.
yeah. Okay, make you big. Oh, he's not as in there. He can't hear me.
All right.
Make you big, James.
Yep.
All right. How did I know?
You know me all too well, bestie.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Kissy, it is I, Miss Piggy. I want to come say hi to Jennifer. Hello, you're so beautiful, beetle babe. Yes, hello. Ooh, I see my love, my sexy Mr. Beckham is here. Kissy. And how is everybody doing today? I hear you're all loving the Beatles, and you're listening to all the albums. That is so wonderful. Hello, Jenny. Oh, Mrs. Hopkrog, I love you. And that was fun
We're all
singing
from-
happy birthday to you last week. Well, I gotta go back and get more beauty rest because I've been day drinking again. I'm a little over. So don't mind me. Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Piggy.
Hey.
Perfectly spot on too.
Yeah, you know when people have when people have heard me try to do my Kermit impression, they have said that I actually sound like the Jim Henson Kermit.
My brother can do the Jim Henson Kermit too.
Let me try something here. Hey ho, this is Kermit the Frog here.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. My brother's a little bit closer to it, but still though. I can't get him to come on camera, unfortunately. I wish he would be cool with it.
I don't do voice impressions on camera.
Oh, he'll do it during gaming sessions though, and he'll troll people using those voices. And I'm like, oh, come on! If you can do it for that, you can do it on a stream.
But no,
I
I think
wasn't even paying
because
attention to where I flipped Miss Piggy off my hand, but she landed over there on the floor. Thank God I didn't knock anything over or break my
No
log.
kidding.
I think next to the Jim Henson Kermit, probably the most memorable Kermit is Steve Whitmire. I hate that Disney fired him.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, Jen.
You're still going through the Flintstones. I am. I kind of fell off the map for a bit with it. Ironically, I was thinking of doing one later today, possibly. So but I need to pick back up somewhere. So. It's like I had already fallen off the map with like getting my days for uploads correct anyway. Then my dog passed. Then I didn't want to do anything for like a month. And I just kind of half-heartedly was throwing things at the wall. I kind of forgot about those in the shuffle, and just like yesterday was like, I need to start doing those again too. So that might be today, depending on time constraints.
I take it that covering that Seth MacFarlane Flintstones reboot is not in your agenda.
You know, it's weird how much attention there has been on these to the point where I'm like, I kind of feel like I should just do all of the things. It'll take forever to do it, but
this has been from what I've read, this has been an off and on greenlit thing since.
That's what I've seen too, and I'm like, I'm intrigued if it ends up happening. It has been years. It has been years, but I'm just like, if it ends up happening, why not? Why not?
If it ends up happening, he's going to ruin it.
Of course he will.
His comedy's great. His comedy for Family Guy and stuff like that is great.
But I don't see it working for that.
Don't take a classic staple and try to put your spin on it.
I know.
At least not a spin that radical.
Right. That's where I feel like it'd probably be kind of wrecked like that weird short-lived ABC version of the Muppets where all of a sudden like Piggy and Fozzie Bear are like alcoholics now, and there was like a divorce between Piggy and Kurt. I'm like, what did you guys do to this? What have you done? So
ABC turned the Muppets into a drama series.
They did. They tried to turn it into The Office, basically, and I was like, no, what did you do? No. I don't know if that version is on Disney Plus or not. I think it is, but I never went back and revisited it.
I'm pretty sure everything Muppets is on Disney Plus. Yeah,
not everything. Not everything.
Most recently, they put the entire Muppet Show on there. So
kind of. They don't have it truly all the way because a lot of the musical acts they don't have the rights for, so they edited those out.
Mm-hmm.
But JJ has it on Plex, and he's got all the original shows for the Muppet Show on Plex.
Cool. Yeah, they turned it into a drama, but they cut it off before they did their big production of Who Shot Big Bird. Who shot JR? So,
and also uniquely, Disney Plus has a bonus feature. Disney Plus has a bonus feature on the Muppet Christmas Carol where they have that song that was cut from the film.
Yeah,
they have it back in there,
which is nice. I like that they added.
Well, I think that is the version of the film that I grew up watching.
Same
on DVD as a kid, and it was only years later that I found out that it was taken out in its theatrical run and put back in for that release. And I think there's just something missing about that movie without it.
Yeah, it needs it. Just storyline wise, it needs that there.
Well, especially, it's so brilliant having Michael Caine sing with the younger version of Scrooge.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect.
I mean, Michael Caine was my original favorite actor. So for me, I'm like, yes, anything that gives us more of him is a good thing. So.
Well, I think he's one of the best Scrooges out there, to be honest.
He is, and I've seen a lot of different versions of that story, but his is right near the top.
Well, I mean, George C. Scott is a good Scrooge.
Right.
But the best one for me is Alistair Sim.
Which version is that?
I think that's the 1950
version. Old ass shit one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I prefer watching A Christmas Carol in color, but okay.
Well, you don't want to colorize a classic black and white film.
I prefer watching any movie in color. It's just black and white. It's just hard for me to. It's hard for me to thoroughly enjoy black and white since I've just grown up so used to color.
Well, back in my day, young man, the world was just black and white. There's no color. You go walking outside, there's no color till I'd say probably about 1971, 72. It's kind of fuzzy, but then it's all colorful now. You kids, you don't appreciate things.
I would say about the only thing that I can thoroughly enjoy and tolerate in black and white is the Twilight Zone original series.
Twilight Zone's great.
Just because
wow,
it sucks me in, even though even though it's in black and white. It's like the storylines are so powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I feel like black and white is an acquired taste. To be fair, though. To be fair.
yeah,
Well, it's an
Once
acquired taste for
upon a
people
time-
that didn't grow up with it.
that's
I
right.
didn't grow up with it, and yet I got to where I appreciate it.
She's an 80s child. She grew
Yeah.
up in 85.
Yeah, I appreciate a lot of black and white films. I mean, there's lots of films that people have made fairly recently in black and white just because of the dramatic effect, the film noir, and all that stuff, and taking advantage of the subtle shifting of light and shadows and stuff, and it kind of makes, the way I see it, kind of makes things a little bit more dramatic and stuff, and kind of helps build tension into the story. But
Yeah.
Well, I will say something in my opinion that AI did a pretty good job of is colorizing the Tammy Show from 1964. You know, when the Beach Boys performed that with a whole bunch of other acts. I mean, the Stones were there, Marvin Gaye, stuff like that.
Wow.
AI colorized the Beach Boys performance of that, and unlike another attempt when somebody tried to colorize the entire thing, I thought, okay, it doesn't look, watery. It looks legit this time, so they did a good job with it.
mm-hmm.
And that's a rarity when it comes to colorizations.
Well, especially if it's not professionally done.
Right.
Zombie, you're the same age as my nephew, because he was born 95.
I'm over here like, that's so young.
Yeah, it's pretty young.
Well, for years on TV, when they used to show The Wizard of Oz, I always thought it was black and white until they cleaned up the negative and it was sepia tone.
Mm-hmm.
And then she lived in a sepia tone world, and then she goes, when she got to Oz, oh my God, people are actually in color.
Mhm.
Wow.
Well, James, think about
All right,
it.
see you later, Han. Thanks for stopping by.
Wow.
For most people, for years back in the day, when they had black and white televisions, the only way to watch the entirety of The Wizard of Oz
Was
on
in
a
black and
television
white.
broadcast was in black and white.
Mhm.
And trying to imagine watching the whole thing of that in black and white, I can't.
Yeah,
I
especially
cannot
all the colors you get to see.
Yeah.
It's like what people said about what the first broadcast of Magical Mystery Tour in 1967 in black and white. It's like there's all these colors, but we don't get to see them.
Hold on.
Like, I mean, the original copy I had of Magical Mystery Tour was like a really, really old, washed out, overplayed, like copy of a copy of a copy of a Blockbuster video copy. So it was almost black and white, which is like the brightest colors made it through, and that's about all that survived. So when I finally got my first DVD copy of it, I was like, oh, wait, I didn't know there was this much color in this. I was missing out.
It was originally filmed in color, but it was
right. And then the BBC
because
it in black
because
and
it
white.
came out in 1967. It was broadcast
Right.
in black and white, which is stupid as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make something in color, broadcast it in color.
Well, you know why they're broadcasting in color, I mean black and white, right? It was less
Because it's
expensive.
cheaper.
Yep.
But that Magical Mystery Tour is such a fun film. It's fun, but I would have to say my favorite Beatles film is Help. As a matter of fact,
Same.
that is the only Beatles film as of this point right now that I actually own a physical copy of.
Oh. I have all of them. I was like, wait, I assumed given you had like all the Capitol albums that you must have all the films.
I'm a slow collector, but
Okay.
I'm working my way into getting A Hard Day's Night and
Get the
Yellow
Criterion
Submarine,
one.
and if they'll actually do it like they said they were going to do, a Peter Jackson restored version of the original Let It Be.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have the Get Back series now, and it's great. But
it'd be nice to see the original.
With Peter Jackson's restoration techniques.
Do you own this copy?
Of course I do.
I would have loved to
That's
put that big
right.
box
Like,
set, but it was too expensive.
Oh, I have the box set and everything.
When I first got this, and I just skipped forward to the scene where she goes to Oz. When I first saw this on Blu-ray, the colors blew my mind. I was like, wow. I got my sister. She came over to visit with my nephew. She's like, Carrie, get in here, get in here. I got to show you the scene where she goes to Oz on Blu-ray. She goes, wow, what a fantastic thing.
Like, it
How
does
many
look
discs?
so much more vibrant and everything in that print. I mean, I'd had the VHS in multi-versions, I had the DV in multi-versions, but there is definitely a restoration that went down with the Blu-ray that I was like, I didn't know it was going to make that big a difference, but was
I only have
mind-blowing
3
watching it
discs in
first
mine.
time.
Mine
Huh?
only has 3 discs.
Oh, okay.
How many
I think
does
mine
yours
had,
have? Whoa.
might have 4 or 5. I would have to go check.
You know, the weird thing about my VCR is that, one, it has an HDMI port.
Mm-hmm.
2, because of that, the sound quality is amazing. Like when I tell you that watching a VHS tape on my VCR is the sound quality is better than if I were to play a DVD or even a Blu-ray.
That's insane.
I have, and because I have taken well good care of my childhood VHSs from when I was a kid, most of them look pretty sharp even to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You were mentioning earlier you want to see a Beatles Jackson version of Get Back or Let It Be.
Working up a fever in a one-horse town was a jockey by the name of Joe. He didn't have a lot of.
There you go.
Well,
I love that.
You never
So
heard that
Dave-
version of that song before?
Of course I have.
I mean, I
I've
love
heard
the
that
Ruddles,
before,
but
yeah. So, Dave and Mason, I am going to say something very special right now, that we are inaugurating a new member of the crew, and that
Aw,
is Beetle Babe. You're part of the crew now. You
thank
have a good
you.
knowledge of music, and I know when Dave has to go sometimes and you're around,
Yeah.
you'll be my third in command as my co-host. He knows I'm using Star Trek terms.
Yeah.
That's why if you hear me calling him number one, because he's like my first officer,
Right.
and I'm like Captain Kirk and Picard roll into one.
It's the hair, right?
Ah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Picard. Yeah, we go to see
So what would be third in command if you're second in command? What would be third?
I don't know Star Trek, so I have no idea.
I'm asking Dave.
I don't know. I don't watch Star Trek either.
I don't do Star Trek either. Star Wars, baby.
Yeah, Star Wars is awesome.
Well, the original trilogy is.
Well, if you were born in '85, when you were a toddler, I guess you remember Saturday mornings watching Muppet Babies.
Yes. And that's one of the things that Disney Plus does not have. Not the original. They have like a remake that's modern. They don't have the old one though, and that's the one I want.
I want the classics too. I
Mhm.
love.
Yes,
I,
but
I
I
was a
grew up on that
teenager in
one.
high school and I was
James,
watching Muppet Babies.
James, I still keep waiting for the day that the monkey's uncle gets added to Disney Plus. For those who don't know, that's a movie that has
Yep.
that the song in the film is performed by my favorite band, the Beach Boys, and I keep waiting. Disney Plus, add that movie. Just add that movie just for that one scene.
But they haven't done it yet.
Well, and when are they going to put? Oh, I don't know. Make Mine Music on there. The only
That's a good
regular
point.
animated film from Disney that is not on there.
Hmm.
But they have Fun and Fancy Free on there.
That's true, and they didn't
That
have
is
that
such
on
a
day
gay
one.
ass
so.
title. I'm sorry.
Maybe so, but I mean, still, it's nice to see it there.
It always bothered me about that title of that movie. Like it was like, what? But there are understandable reasons why Song of the South will never make it to the platform.
Even though I wish it would.
It can't.
They think it's racist, and it's not.
I know. I'm like, if anyone, the people who call it racist are people who've never seen the thing. I'm like, unless you've watched it, you don't get to have a say as far as I'm concerned.
I love that movie.
The crows from Dumbo are more racist than that movie.
They are the main one is literally named Jim Crow, but that's perfectly okay. But Song of the South isn't.
Yeah,
I
and then
don't get
they want to seize every single video that they have in the stores of Gone with the Wind off the shelves.
Why? They want.
Good luck.
I own it.
I do too.
They
I
want.
love Gone with
Okay,
the
they
Wind.
want to terminate Gone with the Wind now. Okay, fuck you.
Yeah,
'Cause
basically.
everything that movie did for cinema is amazing.
It won Best Picture, and they want to see.
It opened the freaking door for what cinema is today. Not
And
only,
this was up for Best Picture too, but it lost to Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. And
not
I will
only,
always be salty about God with a Wind for it.
not only did it introduce the very first curse word used in any movie,
Yeah.
but they timed it
Frankly,
to be the
my
last
dear, I
line
don't
in the
give a
film.
damn.
But yeah, tell us again how we're gonna have it taken away from us. It's
Especially
like,
the
yeah, you'll never get
pyrotechnic
all the copies.
technology for its time. I mean, the use of pyrotechnics in 1939, fully colorized, is just mind blowing.
Yeah. But Mason, do you know the controversy about the Wizard of Oz where they always think the Munchkin hangs himself?
Yes,
It's not. It's a crane.
It's a bird in the
there's
background.
there's this Oz, there's this Wizard of Oz, historian on TikTok, and she has
Which
proven
one?
that myth to be true. She's proven that myth to be just a myth. It's not true.
Yeah, it's a bird.
Yeah, you got.
There's no hanging Munchkin.
But
this person even looked at several different VHS and DVD copies of comparison.
Yeah.
This person on TikTok isn't the first one who's done it. People have done that on YouTube for years before TikTok even existed, but still. Regardless, it's not a Munchkin. It's a fun story to tell as a creepypasta, but I mean, it's not a freaking.
I think even more fun is the fact that the jitterbug sequence got cut from the film.
Mm-hmm. And even the
there.
first live production I saw of The Wizard of Oz when I was 5 years old, they included it. And I'm going, what the hell is this? Then I find out years later, oh, that actually was originally part of it.
Yeah, there's the clip of it though is, I mean, it's very poorly pictured because, I'm like, I kind of wish they just would have put this in,
The only thing that the only version of the song that I think is beautifully done, everybody else tries to do it properly, but they can't. Judy Garland, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Yeah,
that's the only version I love.
There's a controversy behind that too because the original lyrics portray a more depressing version, and I think.
And Judy pushed back, said, "I can't sing that to a child. I'd be a monster."
Yeah, whoever wrote that originally, I can't remember who.
But Margaret O'Brien played that part so well when she's crying in the snow, knocking the snowman over.
She was responsible for the version that we all know and love today. I mean, how depressing is it when the original line is "Have yourself a merry little Christmas"? It may be your last. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's what she said. I'm not singing that.
What movie was it? I think it was it was Summer Stock. My favorite scene is when she's in that bodysuit with the hat. She sings "Get Happy." I love that scene. That's my favorite.
That's an iconic scene from that.
I could actually see you doing that scene.
I've debated it before.
Really?
But I'm like, you can't really do it solo and still do it justice, given that so much of the iconic imagery of that one is the dancers with her and everything. It kind of loses something if it's just one person doing it without all the rest.
And in the deleted scenes from Easter Parade, there's
there's Mr. Monotony in the same outfit. Yep.
Yeah. That's a cool song. I like that.
While we're still on the subject matter of anything Oz related, I'm sure
it's not Oz related. It's just Judy now. But
well, I wanted to mention this earlier. Any opinions on Disney's take on Return to Oz?
I'm still scarred for life by it.
Well, I mean, there's some definitely sketchy stuff in there.
Dorothy Gale.
But I think where they went right with that film is that Dorothy Gale is supposed to be, what age is she supposed to be in the original Wizard of Oz?
About 10
In the
or
movie or in the
11, I
book?
guess.
Well, let's put it this way. Even in the movie, she was supposed to be younger than
Yeah.
Judy Garland actually was.
Yeah.
I think something that they actually got right with Disney's Return to Oz is
They
that
made her
we
a kid.
finally got an actress that was probably closer to the actual age of what Dorothy was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one of the good things about that movie. One of the bad things about that movie is the hideous costume designs of the characters.
No, I thought you were gonna say
The
the
Tin
whole
Man,
John Krieger
Scarecrow, and the Cowardly Lion. Like, could Disney not just borrow those original costumes from MGM to
And
use
it's
in that?
very dark, that movie.
Mhm.
But I respect it for that. A darker take on Oz.
Mombi
Cool.
scared the living shit out
Especially
of me
being
with
made
all
by
the different
Disney,
heads.
it's kind of uniquely cool.
I mean, even Journey Back to Oz included Mombi in it, so
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well,
And Liza Minnelli did the
yeah,
voice
she
of
played Dorothy in that, which is the only reason it made it onto my radar. But
you
Oh,
know,
another thing I was
everybody says that the worst take is Oz the Great and Powerful.
I wouldn't say it's the worst.
I like
No,
that.
I think
I
the
like
worst
Chi- I
goes
like
to the
the
weird
China Girl.
anime version from
That's
the
another
80s.
thing that's not on Disney Plus that was made by Disney.
Actually, it was, and they pulled it. It was at one point on there.
I love the China Girl. She's so funny.
Well,
Bring forth the covers.
I think James Franco made a good Oz, actually, a good young version of him.
I could see that part, but in general, I'm like, it's not the best version, but I've definitely seen worse. I've seen way worse.
Oh, I gotta find this version again. I think it was Alice Through the Looking Glass. I'm not sure what it was called yesterday on YouTube, but I thought of you. And it, you know who's in it?
So,
Dudley Moore and Peter
God, the
Sellers.
version I said is the one Dudley thing I won't watch because of the creepy fursuits. I cannot
Oh, yeah?
with those fursuits.
You know-
Oh,
You know, Tim Burton did a great job with Nightmare Before Christmas, even though when it came out, he technically was not on board making the film. It was his idea and it was his film, but he pitched the idea to Disney 10 years prior.
mm-hmm.
And he was not working on the film when Disney put it out in 1993. But Nightmare Before Christmas is probably Tim Burton's best work, in my opinion. Actually, no, I'll take that back.
And everything went downhill from
I
there.
will take that back. Corpse Bride is his best work, in my opinion.
And let's not forget
But,
Frankenstein.
but his work with Alice in Wonderland, I could not get behind that.
I loved it.
I went and saw that one in the theater when it came out, and I was offended at what they did to Anne Hathaway. I'm like, what have you done to my Annie? What did you do to her?
I
Stop
was,
it.
I
I
I was
got right
offended
here.
just in
And I'm not
general,
embarrassed to say it. And I have this. I have the sequel as well.
James.
Well, I watched it just for the sake of seeing it, but
James, you're missing out here because clearly Alice in Wonderland 1951 is superior.
Well, that is my favorite childhood memory, that version, when I went with my dad to the theater to see it. And I thought they were actually real people, because at the end of the movie, I wanted to meet them all. My dad says, he took me out to the thing. I was like 3 or 4. He pulls the screen, the curtain behind, says, "See, it's just a screen. It's on a thing. See, when you're young, you don't understand that." I want to meet them, but I couldn't.
that's cute though.
And then when we were going back to get on, then my dad would blow in my face like the caterpillar, and then we're going back to the take buses and streetcars in Toronto, and I want to stop and talk to the flowers, thinking they talked to me.
Aw, that's adorable.
I'll be right back.
Well, I mean,
I
fun
got
fact,
those.
James, the voice actress for Alice in that movie actually reprised her role for Wendy in Peter
Yep,
Pan
Catherine
2 years
Beaumont.
later.
Yep.
And you can easily tell. I mean, like without knowing that information, you can
Oh.
tell. You're like, huh, her voice sounds familiar. What other Disney movie around
What
this
the
time
hell's
was
this
she in?
Avatar? What's Dave got there?
It looks like a child in a cage.
I was going to say, is that
I'm disturbed now. I'm
Is
just
that one of the little rascals?
I'm not
It
sure.
looks like it. It's hard to tell. It's
Maybe.
so small. Well, yeah, that's kind of wrong. Jen, Mrs. Hopfrog. I mean, we have two Jens here. I'm
Oh,
so used to calling her Jen all the time. Uh, what's in Dave's avatar? Do you know? Because I have no clue what that is.
it does look a little wrong.
Yeah. Oh, Jen, while you're up here, go on the YouTube side and see what managing moderator actually does, because I have no clue what I just gave
well,
you.
I'm on the StreamYard side right now for on here.
But you can look on the other side on the YouTube side as well.
Not while I'm on screen on here, I don't think.
I can.
I'm not
James,
on a computer though.
Oh, you're on your phone.
I can't do
Okay.
it from my computer.
Ah,
It's always on my phone if I'm streaming.
hey
Okay.
James.
I'm on a laptop, so because I have 3 browsers open, I have this open.
My laptop is over 10 years old. It can't do streaming. It dies every time.
James,
What?
did you watch the thing that Disney did to celebrate its 100th anniversary?
I watched
No,
that.
I didn't watch
Oh,
that
you
yet.
should watch it. It's so good.
But it's too short. I want a 2-hour
I want it to
documentary.
be longer too, to be fair, but
I'll
So
watch it
you want like a multiversal Avengers thing where all the Disney characters come together.
yeah.
Oh wow! And then they have Christmas with the original Walt Disney show that popped up the same night that they put up the Naughty Nine that I watched the other night.
See, I was just booting up the Naughty Nine when you started streaming, so I was like, I will pause that and come back.
Yeah, you gotta watch.
You know,
that.
I
It's
was
pretty good.
it was a great nostalgia trip.
Oh,
For
she
me.
said "Kid in a Cage."
See, I told you it looked like there was like a child in a cage. So
It must be from some movie or something.
But I've
At
heard
home.
mostly negative criticism about the new Disney film Wish.
yeah,
I
I mean,
really-
I was hearing it before it even came out, negative stuff. So
I really
I'm not
want to see
surprised.
that.
I want to see it too, but on the other hand, it does look like they're kind of phoning it in at this point.
Well, the original plan when they were first in production of this was, okay, let's actually go back and make a 2D animated film again.
Right.
But then they were like, let's do 3D animation in the style of 2D. And I don't like the animation style.
No.
I've seen the trailers. I don't like the animation style.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab a beer.
Okay.
It's beer
And
time.
from what I can
Oh,
tell from
looks
the
an awful
trailer,
lot like they ripped off that one girl from Encanto, the one sister.
As
in Star
Trek terms, Jen, you have the con.
well, in general, I just think from my impression from the trailers is like, okay, take everything I didn't like about Moana and apply it to this.
Everything like that applied to this, and then everything I didn't like about Encanto also applied to this. So I'm just like, I don't know about this.
Like the thing I didn't like about Moana is they had the freaking chicken that was supposed to be the
Yep.
comic relief, and then they got
Nothing
the freaking
annoyed me.
talking goat in this that's supposed to be the comic relief.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Dave,
It's like
what
I
was
said, they're
the
just
Avatar
recycling
from?
Disney ideas at this point with each of the newer releases, it feels like.
Dave, what was that Avatar you had?
Oh, it was an old picture I found. A kid in a cage. Looks like a trash can turned upside down. Was not me, but it's just interesting, so I like to use that sometimes.
Oh, I thought it was like a movie.
No,
Dave.
Bob says that was a child's playpen from that generation.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dave, that picture.
That's
was
really sad
disturbing.
if that's
No
true.
offense- No offense, Dave, but that picture was a bit disturbing.
Yeah.
There's one movie, cartoon Disney thing that I thought was absolutely great. I saw it on Disney Plus, and then a few days later, I was going shopping because I wanted to get Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah.
And I found it on Blu-ray. I'll get it. I'm not gonna say what it is. I want to leave you in suspense for a sec while I get it.
Okay.
Well, the thing I have with most modern Disney animated films is they try to be they try to incorporate stuff like politics and
That's bugging me
and
too. man.
gender
It's like, this
identities
stuff
and all
is
that kind of
belong there.
stuff. Like
Okay, here we
back in
go.
the day, you could watch Lion King or Aladdin and not have to worry about any of that kind of
Right.
stuff. Just
I
watch
mean,
kids
even
stuff.
if I agree with the political statements being said, on the other hand, it
I
doesn't
don't
need
think
to be in a
I
kids
don't
movie.
think I don't believe it needs to be pushed in Disney films. Is
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
that is exactly it.
Yeah.
All right, here's the movie that I absolutely loved.
Oh,
I
I
haven't
saw that.
seen
I
that
saw
one.
that one. I saw that when it first came out on Disney
Disney
Plus
Plus.
because
This movie, oh my god, I just love this movie so much.
I think that came out during the pandemic and Disney Plus
Yeah,
was
it
doing
did.
that thing when the theaters were shut down. Just
Mhm.
everything was just going to streaming.
Right.
Yeah.
I
That
remember
was
telling you about it and Bunny about it because Bunny loved watching
that was
Disney
an
cartoons.
that was an exception right there to modern Disney films because that movie was just epicness.
And I like the little baby in there that runs around stealing things.
But you know, like I said, the stuff I don't like about most modern Disney movies, most of it is in the Pixar film Turning Red.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's one up there now that I still have to watch. I heard it's good. Elemental.
Elemental actually is really good, James. It's on Disney Plus right now. If you want to go watch it, it is.
Yeah, I keep getting distracted by other things.
Story of my life.
Like, for example, the mention of menstrual cycles in freaking Turning Red. It's like, what the fuck? This is a Pixar movie.
That's a kids movie at the same time.
Well, remember the ironic days where when Disney and Pixar would make a film and they would make it without political stuff and without all of this gender identity stuff and all this BS, just make a good kids film, and somehow ironically it appealed to some adults as well.
Yeah.
The irony of that, and now they're actually trying to
Excuse me.
they're actually trying to make content that is supposed to appeal to adults, and people like me are like, what the hell are you doing?
We're just like, no, put it back.
How you feeling, Dave?
Disney is just trying to be hip and cool with the now, and it's not
Oh
really
yeah, they're
working.
pandering.
And a little later in the show, Dave, if you're not feeling good and you want to bow out, Jen here said she co-hosted it with me to help me out.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
That's why she's part of the crew now.
Yeah, there you go.
She can help me out when you're not feeling good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mississippi Blues, how's it going?
Hello, Mississippi Blues.
He's another one from the Lambs crew.
Oh, cool.
So you found that picture disturbing of the kid in the trash can?
Well, we just didn't know what it was. It was kind of random.
It kind of shocked us a little bit. We're like, we'd never seen anything like that. It was like, I thought it was one of the kids from Little Rascals. One of the little babies that, when they had the babies on Little Rascals and shit.
Yeah. Well, that's
what I thought it was.
Another thing people used to do is they put their kids on balconies of apartment buildings.
I've seen that exact image before.
Yeah. So you can watch traffic and get some fresh air and different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That thing's missing is like a big water bottle for your hamsters. In case the
like
kid
a
gets
hamster
thirsty,
cage?
go over there.
Oh no, that's wrong.
James,
I mean, they still use that design, but for like cats now.
Yeah.
You guys want to know an interesting way that the Little Rascals 1994 and Home Alone 2 are connected?
How?
They both have a cameo from Donald Trump.
I forgot about the one in Little Rascals, to be fair.
Oh.
I knew about the one in Home Alone.
Well, they did that because the Plaza Hotel is actually Trump's hotel.
Right.
Really?
And to get permission to film in there, he agreed to it on the condition that he would have a cameo in the film.
Mm-hmm.
What scene is he in Home Alone?
Down the hall to the left.
That's in part 2, right?
Right.
Yeah.
With Tim Curry. I always laughed. Like, I thought my cousin and his friends and I were going to get thrown out of the theater with the first Home Alone because we were laughing so hard and loud when Daniel Stern screams like a girl with the tarantula on him.
Mhm.
He's like, "Ah!" I don't want to do it, strain my voice
Oh,
or
I-
anything like that. We were crying, we were laughing so loud. I thought we were going to be thrown out of the cinema.
You know, is it a sin to say that as great as those pranks were in the first two films, Home Alone 3's pranks were still pretty good?
I'm not sure I've seen 3, to be honest.
Let's see.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them now that are on.
Oh, I
Disney+.
know there are. I've just never caught up on them.
I've watched all.
Do
of
not
them.
even go near Home Alone 4 with the 2-foot pole. That one sucked.
They made a 4. Wow.
Yeah, I
No.
had to watch it because I said, "Well, I've seen all the other ones. I got to watch this
No,
one too."
here's the thing. Here's some of the things I think are uniquely cool about Home Alone 3. They twisted up a little bit. He's home alone, but he's sick with the chicken pox.
Hmm.
Okay.
And the parents are not out of town, they're at work.
Gotcha.
It's not burglars anymore. It's international thieves that are trying to get back like a computer chip that can be used in nuclear missiles and stuff like that. And it got misplaced in a toy car that is in the hands of this kid.
Everything happens to this kid, I swear.
Everybody wants to say Home Alone 3 is the worst. And I'm like, there's some pretty cool things about it.
You know what's missing from this panel right now, Dave?
What's
What?
that?
I wish he was here on panel with us right now. The lamb,
Oh yes, yes, the lamb.
because I really want Jan to meet him face to face.
He seems so cool.
He's done a couple of duck races on my stream before.
You know what's missing?
Yeah.
You know what's been missing from your panel for a good minute, James?
What?
Artez, we need to get him back on here to sing that song.
Oh yeah, gas station hand job.
Let's just call it the gas station song for those viewers that are a little more sensitive.
I know it sounds disgusting and weird.
It's
Oh,
funny.
that's
but
hilarious.
it's funny.
Sounds like a kind of sense of humor, actually.
I want to take you in the bag for a gas station hand job.
It sounds like something of an R-rated Sesame Street.
Oh no.
I like the part where he talks about Spider-Man. I saw Spider-Man, and he said, "I want to take you to the bag for a gas station hand job." Then it goes, "Gas station hand job, gas station hand job."
It's like
Oh god.
It's kind of like his version of
Ima-
He's Mahoney.
imagine the Beatles. You know my name. Look up the number
Yeah.
on more drugs than it's already on.
Oh dear god.
Oh, here is something for you, Jen.
Lucky. Dang. Even my parents didn't get to see the Beatles in the 60s because they were literal children. So
Do you remember?
they didn't start
Mississippi
going to
Blues?
concerts till the 70s.
Do you remember Mississippi Blues?
I'm not sure that I do.
I remember him. I know him. That's why he has a wrench. So no, another reason I give people wrenches is so they don't get timed out for no reason.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But I trust all my crew in here. I trust all my chat, or as we call it, the peanut gallery. Yeah. Dave remembers that all too well, don't you, Dave?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think.
Hey, Lisa.
I-
How you doing, Lisa?
I would have to say, actually, one of my favorite bits of Magical Mystery Tour is when they're on the bus and you can tell, especially Ringo is drunk off his ass.
That is like literally my favorite part of that film. Like falls over drunk. Looks like he's about to puke.
And then they go to the strip club.
And then 10-year-old me is watching this like, I'm gonna grow up to do that. I'm like, oh no. In hindsight, I'm like, aim higher, child. Aim higher, God.
No, it's like there's the scene during that sequence where you just see John and George and they're just like their eyes are just glued to the stage. I
And
think
especially
there's a-
John with the straw. It's like, yes, I see what you're miming there. You are
I
not
think
as
there's
slick as
actually-
you think you are.
I think there's actually a picture of that sequence in the booklet of the Magical Mystery Tour CD that I own.
There is.
And my favorite scene in the end of Get Back is when they're just randomly sitting there and Ringo goes, I just farted.
Mhm.
Which is pretty much on brand for him, given during George's funeral, he breaks one then too and goes, oh, all things must pass.
I
Again, there you go.
like that. All things
I like it too much.
James,
Yeah.
right here.
All right, I will make you big. Hold on.
There it is.
Can't get it to really focus there. Just especially look at John. He's like,
Oh my god, that's too funny, man.
Well,
You know,
especially when you figure what he's got at home, he has his choices between Cynthia or Yoko. It's like, even this stripper, even this like 2-bit stripper, still looks better than either of them. So
well, that's
the
true.
weirdest scene in that movie is
And
the
curious teenage boy version of me was like, I'm sure if I search around the internet, there's an uncensored clip of this. Sure
and
enough,
by curious me, at 10 years old, went online looking for the uncensored version of this. So I feel you. I
no,
found it too.
yeah, no, all kidding aside, there's like an outtake where the clip is completely uncensored.
Yep.
Wow. Then there's
I
a scene.
think it's
You can't-
actually on the Internet Archive, if I'm not
Actually-
mistaken.
Actually, at one point, it was on YouTube.
It was?
It was. It
Wow.
definitely was.
Remember
Twitter
the
ran
spaghetti
rampant
scene?
with this thing.
Remember the spaghetti scene with the
Yeah.
shovel? He's shoveling spaghetti.
The
onto
earliest
plate?
copy I had of it was so blurry, I couldn't tell that was supposed to be spaghetti. I thought he was shoveling vomit. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then I finally see it on the DVD and, oh, I am so relieved that that's spaghetti. Oh my God.
You know, one song I really like in that is Blue Jay Way.
That's a cool scene in it, actually.
That is where you really feel the Beatles are in full psychedelia at that
Like,
point.
you know, George is really coming into himself right there.
Right.
Like that is one of the moments on Magical Mystery Tour where you're like, this is a psychedelic trip at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is going to sound weird to you, Mason, but Dave and Jen will get what I'm saying. So, Swanchen, how did you do on the finale of Lammy's Balls the other day? You were there, so you know.
I don't
got
want to hear
100
about
I scored
another
104
dude's
points.
balls.
I didn't win.
Fuck James.
What?
I don't want to hear about another dude's balls.
Not
Dave
just
knows
about
what we're
another
talking
dude's
about.
balls, but another dude's balls
kinda
dropping.
it's kind of like Plinko on The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Where you drop balls and it goes and
James, you're not helping your case here.
Dave, do you have a clip of Lammy's balls?
His balls
I do
dropping.
not.
Please do not show
Will
it.
you explain to
Please don't show
Mason
it.
what Lammy's balls is so he gets an idea? I'm not making this up, Mason. This is true.
No, everybody
swear,
types
James,
drop
I
in
swear,
the
he pulls up a-
chat and like everybody's name. It's kind of like the duck race where a ball will drop from the top of the screen and go down the ramps and land in the different slots and everything for
Mhm.
how many points. But I swear it is not a gross thing like it sounds like. But
Yeah, James, you gotta do a better job at wording things, man.
It's the chat that makes up the names for these things. And it was Mrs. What's her face there? God, I forget her name. Mrs. Ray Paul, who came up with the word sex butter.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my god! At this point, this is literally like the AC/DC song "Big Balls."
And there's another heavy metal song called Balls to the Wall. You see how my stream goes weird sometimes, but it's fun.
Yes, it's all in good fun. Everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
Jen's just over there doing whatever she's doing, knitting. I don't know.
Crocheting, close enough. We're talking about balls dropping. And yet at the same time, still not as weird and off color as that one stream where I'd stop, go get the mail, bring it back in. Oh, I don't even know what sender this is from. Oh, cool. An invite to review sex toys. And everybody thought I was kidding. I was like, no, dead freaking serious. This is exactly what this thing is, and I don't know why I was sent it.
Excuse me.
An
Going to run
invite
here.
to
Need to
review
call my
sex
mom,
toys.
and then I need to practice guitar. Lesson tomorrow. Should be ready. All right, Bob. See you tomorrow on the Lamb.
See you later, Bob. Have a great day.
Tonight. And Bob was the one that introduced me to Maita, the picture I showed the other day, boy interviewed.
Cool.
I still have to interview her husband at some point, too.
You know, Jen, you're pretty cool. I should add you on Instagram.
Go ahead.
I'm kind of curious to see what other content you have on Instagram besides just Beatles stuff.
Oh, it's all
Like
random all over the place.
like other bands and stuff. Like I'm curious about your other
Bye, Bob.
interests in bands.
All right.
And she has
Because
Facebook. as well, if you
you
want.
definitely seem like you have a more broadened.
I do.
than just Beatles.
A lot broader than just the one band.
No. And I don't just bring every Tom, Dick, and Harry up. They have to have a good knowledge of music. That's why I chose you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
And you
Like,
can
I'm
always
definitely not as knowledgeable as some. Like, I'm nowhere near as knowledgeable as people like Tim Allen or Tom Hunyadi. But I mean, I think I'm still probably above average with it. So
But you're fun to hang out with.
that's true.
Is your Instagram name the same as on here?
No. It's not. It's Jenny JENNI one note
JENNI.
I and then one like the word one note.
Jenny what?
Jenny one note.
Jenny one and then the word note.
Yeah.
And Zombie says
It's a
Beatle
song
Babe
reference.
is makeup queen.
That
Yeah,
too.
I'm not finding you. Sorry.
It's the word one, not the number one.
Oh.
Dave, you should have seen me and Jen when I helped her out on her stream the other day.
Mhm.
We have a good chemistry together. We
Ah,
work
here we
well
go.
together as a team.
Sounds like you guys did 6 hours. That's awesome.
Yep.
I'm
I
surprised
wasn't
there's not a
intending on
voice
doing
cloud.
6 hours. It just worked out that way.
Yeah.
Where the hell's AGK? Can you text him, Dave? I
All
wonder
right,
where he is.
I'll send him a message.
He's never been this late. Well, I know Jorgen should be here soon.
There we go. Yep, I just got the new follower notification. Yep, you found me.
Well, I know you know Jorgen. Jorgen should be here with us soon.
Oh, yeah.
Jorgen's
Jorgen's
always
a lot of
with me.
fun.
Everywhere I go, Jorgen's with me.
With that being said, James, I have to turn off my camera and mute my mic for a little bit because it is time to get ready for work. I will come back
Okay.
on shortly before I leave for work. But
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good, Mason.
All right. See, I'm just like Joe. I can get 10 people up here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, I struggle to get people up on mine. So.
There you go.
Ah. Now you're my co-host.
There we go.
Dave does this sometimes, but Dave, you're still gonna help me with the links and stuff because you can't do that.
Oh yeah.
Because if I want to add an extra person like that, I'd have to pay, but I can't afford that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll
sometimes
take care of all the other
For how
stuff.
many of Joe's I go on, I wish he'd pay me. He doesn't pay anyone. It's fine. But just like, I get up at 4 a.m. for you on a daily basis. You should kick something over.
Ooh, looks like you're making a pumpkin.
Yeah, actually, this was like, I have to catch up on eBay orders because with all the streams lately, I feel so freaking far behind on them. I feel terrible because I know that one of the regular viewers, it's one of the people that bought these. I'm like, I need to get these done and out.
Yeah, I tried to eat my breakfast as fast as I could. Because I wanted to pop up with you and Joe, but then when I turned it back on, Joe was gone.
Yeah, Martin was starting crap again.
Oh, Martin McGrath?
Yep. How'd you know? He got himself blocked again. He got himself blocked again. And I'm
I gave him
like,
shit on my stream once, and he behaves himself here.
Yeah.
he behaves himself everywhere except Joe's, pretty much. And I'm like, on a daily basis, it's like, I swear I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done. I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then he does it again. I'm like, why are we still doing this? Like, come on. Like, you're cool everywhere else. And I get that, like, he gets bored with Joe and everything. It wants to make it interesting. I get that. But, oh my God, the thing with Henry, it's like, dear God, like, the fact that Henry has been platformed and yet Martin's the one that gets blocked is so wrong on so many levels.
So, which Henry are we talking about that stalked yours?
Lemoyne.
Oh, the one with the last name with the starts with an L that I can't pronounce.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
guy.
the one that sent the lewd pictures? Yeah, that one.
I don't. Yeah, for a second there, I'm still listening, by the way, while I'm getting ready. But for a second there, I thought you were about to mention another Henry that me and James are really familiar
Oh
with.
yeah, that's my
Not him.
The one,
I know which one you mean, but not him.
the one that has pissed a lot of people off in the VC.
Oh, the one that was also on my stream yesterday and pissing Joe off again? Yeah, him. No, that's not who I'm talking
The
about.
one
this
that's
time.
gone from Henry the Horse to
Yeah, I know the
nice
one.
guy Mick to
Mhm.
whatever he is now.
Pre-code, man of many voices. Yeah, I know exactly who you mean. No, I'm actually not referencing him. The other Henry. It's always a Henry, isn't it? Don't know why that is, but
Well, what this guy does wrong is that he tries to push his religious beliefs on everybody.
I know he does. Trust me, I'm aware, but I try to tolerate him so he won't come after me, but at the same time, it's just like, if he steps too far out of line, he'll get blocked
I don't give
online
a shit
too.
if he comes after me because I'm not even on here near as often as I used to be back in the day, so I could care less who's trying to come after my channel.
See, I'm over here like, I'm on here every day.
To
So.
lose anyways.
That's true. Whereas I've dumped 18 years into my channel, so I'm like, yeah, I kind of have a lot at stake here.
18
do you
years.
remember do you remember that video that Pre-Code made of me, where he's like, "Oh, hi, I'm James, and my mommy won't let me step late. I'm an asshole." And stuff
I don't
like
think
that.
I ever saw that one.
He took it down pretty quick.
He took
was
it
up for a
down.
little
I
bit.
was upset.
No, didn't he do something? Did he do something for Anthony as well?
He's done stuff for a lot of people.
He's done it for Groovy Lisa. He's done it on everybody he can think of.
Yeah.
And Jen knew I was nervous the other day in her chat. I didn't say anything at first, and then I said in the private chat. And then after, I just broke down, cried.
I was over there, like, I could see it on his face. I was like, okay, I can read between the lines here. I know it's up. I know it's up.
And then I just let the tears flow. And even Joe.
No, it's like, you know what? We're all friends here. It's all good. You're good.
And even Joe was comforting to me because Joe always protects me.
Yeah.
And Joe isn't always like that, so that's said a lot.
And Joe knows I have learning disabilities, and people bully me for that. Hey,
I get bullied for that kind of stuff too. So
look at me.
Right.
I have a really good stream going. You know, I have a good knowledge of music. I know movies pretty well. I might not know how to read music, but I hear things, and I'm very good at other things. I may not be smart at everything, but why bully me for that? You know,
exactly.
There's no need for that. Almost shot my beer into the wall.
Oh, don't do that.
That would not be good.
Don't do that.
I accidentally did that once, not with a beer, but I had a glass in my hand. Not into the wall, into the window. That was bad. That was real bad. Yeah, that was in this.
Dave, what do you think of Beetle Babe? Isn't she
She's
cool?
nice. I like her.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she's part of our crew now forever and ever.
I can't promise to make every stream, but the ones I can do, I'll come to.
Okay.
Because Sundays are sometimes tricky, so.
Yeah. I get that, but I know you'll be here when you can.
Yeah.
Or if I'm very desperate and I need a co-host, if Dave can't make it one time, then I need you because you know why? With my anxiety, I can't do it alone.
I understand that. I mean, I'm kind of the anxiety queen. I feel you.
With you here, I'll feel more relaxed. You know, in case I have to go to the washroom and do something quick for my mom, at least I know I have someone there I can trust to take over the stream for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why I was able to pick up as closely as I did on it, because like I'm a fellow anxiety sufferer. Maybe that was how I just like I zeroed in on that. Was like, okay, I'm watching him close. So
And all that we talked about on your stream the other day, we
yeah,
won't tell Doc. But I think Doc and the boys knew about, me and you, like
I
what
think so.
I said to you. I was
Yeah.
brave to say I had a what on you.
Yeah, it was brave.
I wanted to see if I had the guts because I've done that before when I was younger. I never had the chance to tell a certain girl I liked how I felt about her, and then I kicked myself years later for not doing it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's always risky. And to be fair, I've only ever brought myself to do it once, one time ever, and it backfired so bad. So I mean, I get the guts thing that it took to say that.
But when I first met you and I heard you love Judy Garland as much as I did, I was like, wow, we're gonna be good friends. Cool.
Yeah,
Like who cannot
not
love
that
Judy
often to
Garland?
find people who are both Judy fans but aren't like gatekeepy about the fandom. Because it seems like, I swear, I'm not trying to say this in like a what is the word I'm looking for, homophobic way, but it seems like the gay men try to gatekeep everyone else out of it. And I'm like, she's not just for you. She's for all of us, But
Uh-oh.
like
Mike admitted to me that he does those videos to get a rise out of people and for a laugh. Well, they're not a laugh.
no, they really aren't.
No.
He has a weird sense of humor.
I wish
It's
his.
kind of like the way Ray is. He does that shit too.
Well, he was on Doc's not
I know, I
last
was
week. But
so
the week before.
frustrated that I couldn't get my thing to work that night because I wanted to see how he'd be with me on screen, seeing that falling out I had with him forever ago. That, since he's been sober, I'm holding him at arm's length, but I'm trying to give benefit of the doubt for now. But I wanted to see if maybe I could get an apology out of him. I don't think I'll ever
He
get
behaved
one, but
himself around me.
he did, and I was shocked. That was why I thought maybe I can get him to say sorry, but I don't know.
But of course, he was kissing my ass that night because he knows I have a wrench and I can use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And once you get to know the land more, he might give you. You can ask him for a wrench because if you have a channel, he'll give you and he'll give you a wrench so you can promote yourself.
That's cool.
I just came
How do
in
you
one day and
promote
said,
yourself with
"Have
the
I
wrench?"
been here long enough that I can have a wrench now?" And he joked around with me, "Sir James, you haven't given me anything for a gift." He says, "Oh, I'm just kidding. Of course you can have a wrench. You have a channel. I like you. I trust you. So here you go."
Yeah, it was nice of him.
And he goes live simulcast on YouTube and on Twitch.
See, I don't even get how you do that, but I respect the people who do it because I can't figure it out.
But I'm in both Twitch and that because I'm a mod in Twitch as well for
Yeah.
him. But I stay more on the YouTube side because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like I used to watch a couple people on Twitch, but that was about the extent of my using that platform.
Mm-hmm.
And then they stopped using it over there. What was that?
But for the lamb, I'll do it for him because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And the first day last year when Dave became my new co-host and wingman, I had the lamb in here for the very first time. Didn't know him that well, and I invited him up on screen. And now we've been friends for a long time.
That's pretty cool.
Now you'll see like the standing ovation jokes we do together. But he and I have a rapport together, so you might not get. Now you're going to understand everything that we do together. But he always dedicates song to me. Oh, James, here's a U2 song for you, or here's a Elton John or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that I like.
That's pretty cool.
But Dave always winds up in the drink, don't you, Dave? In those.
Yeah, when they're doing the game, his droppings game, it's like Plinko.
He has his floaties on all the time. You and Sherry Lynn.
Yep, into the drink.
In the drink. Yeah.
It's quite tragic, though, every time I play the game. I felt like I was an extra on the set of Titanic just floating in the water.
Nice guy, Mick. I love that. That was his name.
Never was anything more unfitting. There's no, or he's not call himself. No one else will.
But we have another nickname for Mike Preco. We call him Mike Precum.
Didn't Ray call him that at some point?
Yes, he did.
Because I was just like, that's not the first I've actually heard anyone call him that.
Yeah. I think that's the first time I've ever cried in front of Joe as well. But Joe didn't laugh at me or nothing. Joe was very comforting to me. He says, James, don't worry about him. We got your back.
Yeah.
But next time if he's in there, I'll feel more relaxed now that you know how I feel.
Yeah.
I know you got my back in there.
And he
'Cause
doesn't
I will
always show
co-host
up
with you
either,
again.
to be fair. And if he does show up, he doesn't usually stick around very long. I think he only stuck around that long because Joe is there, and you know how those two are, so.
I don't know if you trust me with a wrench if he was in there.
I haven't
I'd
trusted
be
anyone
timing
with a
him out
wrench
every
yet.
5 seconds. All right, you bastard. No, I wouldn't do that.
Basically, he has a one-strike rule in my channel. If he screws up once with me, he's gone for good. Because
Well, I
his
have him
other
blocked on
strikes
my
has
channel.
been what I've seen him do to you, what I've seen him do to Joe, I've seen him do to a lot of other people. So I'm like, all it will take is once, and he'll be gone. So.
Mm-hmm. You know what's weird about the Flintstones?
What?
They make their house look bigger than it is when Fred or Wilma's walking down the hall. It's the same furniture. It's like, how did their house get so big suddenly? They're just walking along the hall.
The garden.
Same.
It's bigger on the inside.
The one time my sister and I were laughing on one episode where he's holding pebbles like a football. Right on the side like this.
Paul McCartney holding Beatrice like a football that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the day he dropped her or no?
I don't know.
I notice he's gone to great lengths to get that scrubbed from the internet over the years, but back at the time, we were all making fun of that. But it's like, you have had how many children, Paul, and you still drop them in public? What is going on? But it was right after that, every time he was seen in public with her, he was wearing her in the carrier where he physically could not possibly drop her.
Hey, AGK's here.
There you go.
All right.
You kept mentioning him. It's like Beetlejuice. You mention him enough, they manifest.
You've watched the episode of the Flintstones where Fred and Barney have the swimming pool?
Yes, that was one of the first ones, I think.
I love to see where they come from. Both fans are going to dive into the pool and they smash into each other.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first ones I reviewed, actually.
Oh, that,
I'm doing them in order. That was season 1.
Well, when I did my Halloween episode with Dave, Dave was actually going to be the Great Gazoo.
Oh my god, that's so cool! That would have been perfect.
But then he wound up being Edward Scissorhands. And I was, well, of course, Dracula, where you saw the pictures of me and Bella.
Yeah, it was a little too recent after my doggo dying. It was like a week to the day. I was like, I'm not in a festive mood today. So I skipped all of everybody's streams that day. I was like, I am not going to be Miss Debbie Downer for anyone else. I'm just going to keep my lane over here. Be real quiet.
Well, Wednesday, December 20th, will mark a year that Sadie passed, my baby girl. So I'll be going over to Bella's house. Yeah. And her husband and wife are going to bake some Christmas cookies together. And we're going to watch a Charlie Brown Christmas and White Christmas.
Aww.
Very
and
nice.
then I get to play with Bella.
Yeah. See, my sister brought me over to her boyfriend's house on Thanksgiving to play with his little Pomeranian. She's like, would that be therapeutic? I was like, yes. Oh my god, yes, it would. Please. I need to cuddle a little puppy so bad right now.
Yeah.
Highlight of the entire day.
Are you doing good, Dave? You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm just still trying to wake up.
Yeah.
Been moving and stuff. And, yeah.
Dave, you're a good person to everybody. You never let anybody down. You want to be there for everybody.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm working on something right now. I'll send it to you in a little bit.
And Anthony is going to wonder, hey, Did I get a new wing person? Well, kind of. Well, in a way, you're still my main guy, but it's nice to have
Yeah.
Ken up here beside me
Yeah.
for a change. You always do that when some of my friends that you haven't met, you always put them next to me.
Mm-hmm. I figure, might as well move people around.
Here he is,
Interesting.
the man, the myth, the legend, AGK.
Myth, maybe.
Hello, hello. Here, let me put Dave up here and him over there. So, Anthony, this is my friend Beetle Babe, Chen. She's a new part of the crew.
I don't think we've met before.
I don't think so either. I've heard tell of AGK. I've never actually met AGK, so I was like, okay, this one's new for me.
How come my YouTube's being super slow here?
Hey, and you came up and your audio worked this time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it must be an omen. Maybe it's I got a different position today. Maybe that.
Oh, could be.
maybe
because Sam's
maybe
with
the
us.
location in the room has something to do with it.
Yeah, Wi-Fi
So
signals are weird. So.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram stories there. You did go for. I thought you were boycotting Record Store Day this year.
I didn't go to Record Store Day.
Oh, I saw something on your stories about it.
Yeah, oh, you should. You need to watch the video to, like the.
Oh, okay.
You need to.
Ah.
You need the thumbnail that I showed in my Instagram story. You need to see the video to understand.
Okay, I'll watch it at some point. Is it okay the other night that I chose an album when I wanted the Blue Moves, Elton John?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said I could.
I don't know. I haven't heard from Dave. He's got COVID right now, so he's not going anywhere.
Oh man, it sucks.
Yeah,
he says
Mom, don't worry about
he
that.
said it's pretty bad.
Beetle Babe's gonna co-host with me for a while if Dave has to go. She said she'd help me out.
Yeah,
so
I'll
it's
do
all
my
good.
best.
So yeah, David's got COVID. He says he feels like absolute crap. Says my whole body hurts. I've never felt so bad in my life.
Yeah,
So
my
that's
sister
that's
caught it
crazy.
not that long ago. She said pretty much the same.
Oh, my mom.
But she wasn't able to. He wasn't able to mail any of the packages for the auction out this week because he's stuck at home. I think he said he's
Well,
going to
not
get.
only that, but with the germs, I'm sure no one wants COVID germs on the stuff too. So.
No.
Well, they say that COVID, the germs will only live on cardboard, like on cloth and cardboard, only 24 hours. So.
Oh, okay.
Everything.
If you're mailing something that's going to take a week to get there, I'm sure it's.
Oh, then you're safe. Okay.
Yeah.
I think any bugs will have died in the trip. That or it'll have picked up new bugs from other stuff.
So AGK is a big gamer. Do you like games, Jen?
Yeah, I do, but not the ones that are usually the popular ones. But I do video games too.
He's got every video game system hooked to his TV.
Yeah, when's the last time you dropped by, James?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Spreading yourself too thin, supporting all these other streams. Don't come support me.
Of course, I still love you. I know you're just teasing me.
No.
Yes, you are. And he's got quite a record collection
I come
too.
to you every week without fail.
Yeah, if I can make it, because sometimes you come on too late.
Yeah, that's right. You're like I said, you're spreading yourself too thin. No time left for AGK.
Hey, I love you, man.
You're like
Come on.
all these other freaking streams. Holy jeez, man. Do you have like a schedule, like one of those whiteboards on your wall with the days of the week?
No.
And you've
Right,
got a
the
schedule
pointer I
of
might
all
need
the
one.
shows you appear on. Because you're like over there at the Lambs and at Caitlin's and at Patrick's and God knows where else.
Well, I did a 6-hour stream with Beetle Babe the other day.
Yeah. See, proving
I rest my case.
And I was on with Thrifty Tim yesterday. Did you get my
And
message?
I rest my case again.
I invited you yesterday to come join us.
Oh, I've got a gig now on mornings. I actually have a gig on Rachel's every Saturday morning. I'm on Rachel's now.
Oh.
So I've been invited to be on her show every Saturday morning. So I show up there for an hour or so.
So Jen, this gentleman right here, AGK, he's a big, huge fan of the group Golden Earring. Do you like Golden Earring?
I'm not very familiar with them to
He
really be able
probably
to
isn't.
say.
You know, people, North Americans aren't familiar with them.
Yeah.
They really aren't.
Like maybe a couple songs is about all we hear mentioned, really.
Like the average American.
Welcome back, Mason.
Hey, Mrs. Hopfrog. I'm just checking the chat here. So if I'm looking down, I'm not
That's
looking
okay.
at my pants. I'm looking at my iPhone.
Okay,
We can
James,
dance.
What did I
We
miss?
can dance. Everybody, look at your pants. And AGK is a photographer.
Cool.
He photographs models.
Semi-retired photographer,
Semi-retired.
and an Uber driver. So
He's a busy guy.
Interesting combo, given that I'm friends with somebody else who's a photographer and also Uber driver too.
you know,
Ah.
you know what
That's
they
not a
say.
channel,
You know what they say. You know, like now that I'm semi-retired, obviously I don't have big bucks rolling in from the photography.
Yeah.
So you know, you got to supplement somehow, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, it's also that starving artist syndrome. You know, photographers work their frickin' fingers to death and put in so many hours and none of us get paid for what we're worth,
Yeah.
really. Not for the amount of time we put in. People think, oh, it's a glamorous job. You're shooting all these beautiful models.
It sounds glamorous, but the reality is not that.
Yeah, because I shoot a beautiful model. I spend 8 hours shooting her, but then I got to sit here at home another 8 hours going through photos and editing and this and that. The post production on photography is longer than the actual taking the pictures.
That's
Way
what
longer.
I've heard.
So
Wow.
and it's just like 14, 16-hour days. So you get paid for like basically 8. When you shoot somebody,
Right.
when they hire you to work for them, maybe you're working with them for 8 hours a day, and that's what you're getting paid for. But you don't really get paid for all the behind the scenes shit. You don't get paid for that.
Yeah.
That's just lumped in with the sum. So it's like, oh, but Anthony, you're making $50 an hour. Yeah, but it's only for the shooting time. That $50 an hour also includes countless hours of post production. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably doesn't work out in the end to $50 an hour.
No.
So AGK, you notice that Dave's in a new place. He's in his new house.
Oh
Well,
yeah. I just
And he's
with
got
David's
better
background,
internet this time.
with
He
David's
showed a
background.
YouTube video, and it actually plays, and it doesn't freeze or nothing.
Yeah, well, with David's background, so I couldn't tell if he was in a new house because he just has to throw a background up, and he could be in Buckingham Palace. So
No, I knew it was his new house.
True.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was in your chair earlier.
These are real. I can knock on my backgrounds. They're not like something that's being generated.
Right, same. Like this is very much here. So.
So how do you think you guys did on the auction last Sunday night?
Honestly, it was probably my least dollar value auction of all my auctions.
Oh man.
Which, it's whatever. I mean,
Naz bought most of the shit you had.
Well,
Naz is buying most of the stuff you had.
A couple of the big buyers that normally come weren't there, so that does cut down.
And I watched the
but
chat
I
like
made something. I made some money. Not enough for my puppy yet, but I made some money.
Oh, you'll get it. You'll get the money.
Plus, we did it on a not our usual night, and not our usual time, so that kind of throws.
That definitely does.
A Saturday might have worked even better.
Yeah, but neither of us could do the Saturday because we both had concerts, so we had to change the date. Originally, it was planned for the Saturday.
Yeah.
But a week before, I ended up getting invited to the concert, so last minute change of plans, which doesn't help.
Yeah, and George.
Because we've done them on the Saturday, and we did
Yeah.
one on a Friday, and that didn't go too great. I mean, we made some money, but not anywhere near what we would make on the Saturday auction. And so this one was on a Sunday, and it wasn't anywhere near what we made. So on December 16th, for sure, we'll be going back to our
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturdays work well for you guys.
Yeah. So now December
be there.
16th, 7:00 p.m. That'll be the final one of the year. And so hopefully that'll be a good one. Make the last auction of 2023 a big one. There'll be a door prize.
Ah,
There'll be a door prize. I don't know if it's a door prize because nobody's actually coming through the door but me. But there'll be some sort of prize. I'm planning a prize. I have received the prize now, so I can show you the prize
Sure.
if you want to see the prize.
yeah, sure. Show us.
Is
I've
it
received the
another Lemon Boy album?
How
I
did
know.
you
I know what it is too, but I want to surprise everybody else. I know
How
what it
did
is.
you know, Dave? You spoiled it.
Oh,
You
I'm sorry.
told it to us last Sunday on my stream.
How did you know it was going to be Lemon Boy?
Lemon Boy.
No, this one of these two, maybe both. I'm not revealing. You're going to have to.
Oh, we got.
You're just going to have to come to the auction. Oh my God! I'm so
Hold on, we got Jorgen. I gotta bring Jorgen up first.
It's Jorgen.
Let me go back here. There we go.
Good evening.
All right,
Good
let's
evening.
bring AGK back up, Dave.
So one of these two, I'm not sure which, maybe both, will be given away. One will definitely be given away. The other, I'm not sure. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, but yeah, definitely a December 16th auction from the AGK's Vital Life. Merry Christmas. It's going to be one of these two things.
Ooh, nice.
One of these two is going to be given away at the next auction. These
Wow.
are the I'm hedging on the 12-inch single as opposed to the 7-inch. The 7-inch is on a marbled, blue and white marble.
Mhm.
And both these are sold out now. You can't buy these. If Universal Music done. They're gone. They're finished.
Wow.
So they can only go up in value from now on because you cannot. They're sold out.
Ah,
They're officially now. I checked this morning. The red and the blue box set is officially sold out now everywhere. And these two. You can still get, I think, the black version of the 7-inch. I think, and I think it's a clear you can still get. But the blue and white marble is now sold out. The 12-inch is sold out. Looking at the prices, this is worth about double what I bought it for now.
Wow.
This is worth about 4 times what I bought it for.
Well, I missed the boat. Here I thought, well, it's not going to be any big deal.
Away because if I do decide to keep one for myself, obviously I'm going to keep the one that's worth more.
Well, yeah.
So, but this one, if it's some lucky buyer at the auction on December 16th, is going to get one of these free.
so again, you'll have to come by December 16th to AGK.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. Whether I'm going to do it, it's not going to be the person that spends the most because that's just not fair, you know. It'll be probably most likely it'll be like a draw from everybody that buys things, but you know, if I only have 4 people buying, that's not really fair either. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. Maybe everybody viewing, if they pipe up in the chat, I can write down everybody's names that it's watching, and I'll do it something like that or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out on the auction.
Mm-hmm.
So there you
So
go.
Jorgen.
That's going to be a freebie for somebody.
Yeah. So Jorgen, how was that games thing you went to yesterday?
It was really fun. Really fun. Pictures are on my Facebook.
Ah, cool. So this is the first time I've had Jen on my channel.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, stranger.
Yeah, that is like, totally have never seen you before. No, not at all.
Looking nice background, Dave.
That's his new home. He's in his new house.
But is it real, Dave? Is it real? Can you touch it, or is it just another?
No, this is his. This is another program he has.
Does Dave not have volume? Is Dave a silent viewer today?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard him speak yet. So,
Yeah.
He's been very quiet today.
Speak.
so that is your actual background. I take it.
That is his actual new house.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the trees and stuff? Is that that's not real? What is that? What
No, it's a backdrop that my wife had. It's supposed to be a Tuscany vineyard scene.
Oh, Tuscany. I was going to say you moved to Tuscany, did you?
Yeah, it's nice.
No, he's just a Falcon Crest fan.
Well, sorry, I'm
Oh,
sorry. I
there you
mailed
go.
your albums to California.
Yeah, this is where they grow the California raisins.
Nice.
I heard it through the grapevine.
You can see Angela Channing coming down the road.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
James,
Huh?
you know what the awesome thing is about owning an Xbox now?
What?
Is that it's got a USB port, and I can finally listen to all of Patrick's files that he sent me on those hard drives without having to choose a miniature amount of them to upload to that digital audio device.
Oh, that's cool.
I can now just plug my hard drive into my Xbox, turn on my sound bar, crank up the bass, and just play whatever
Well, couldn't you
file
just
I
plug it
want.
into your computer before?
Yes, but Anthony,
Oh, sorry, I made sense.
well, what I'm trying to say is like with it plugged into my Xbox on my TV, I mute my TV sound, I turn on my sound bar with that bass and stuff. That's better sound quality than to just play it through my computer speakers.
Well, there's good computer speakers out there. I got good computer speakers. I don't have a computer, but I got good computer speakers. They got a subwoofer and everything.
Mhm.
But I don't have a computer, so I had a computer, but it's dead. Long dead.
Uh-oh.
Well, I haven't needed a computer for like, I don't know, 3-4 years. Since before the pandemic, I have no use for a computer. My iPad and my phone do everything I need.
There you go.
Yeah.
I do all my editing on my photos on my iPad.
Oh, so your Mac doesn't work anymore?
No, I use my Mac a little bit, but it's getting too slow. It's too old. My Mac is like 10 years old now, so it won't even like it keeps updating to the latest freaking Mac OS software, and I wish it would stop updating itself because the new software for
Hey,
Mac,
Tricker.
Hey, Trigger.
the new software for Mac won't run on my Mac, and you can't backdate, you can't like back up, and you can't put like an old software back in. It's like got the latest Mac software, but the system's just it's too taxing. Like the freaking Mac runs like a freaking snail now since the new operating system went in. It's like, why the fuck did you put this operating system in my Mac, Apple? Because you just killed my Mac. But maybe they do it intentionally to make you go
Yeah,
and
it's planned obsolescence.
they do it intentionally to force you to go buy a new Mac.
They do.
The same with phones. It's the same with phone software. The iOSs go to a certain generation of the iPhone, and then you'll get to the point one day when the new iOS comes out and it goes not compatible with your iPhone. Your iPhone's too old. And then of course all the app, and so you say fine, I don't need to upgrade. I'll just continue using my old iOS on my old phone. But then all your apps stop working because all your apps update prepared for the new iOS, and they're not backwards compatible for the old one. So then half your apps start crashing. So they force you to update your iPad, your iPhone. It's a money sucking hole.
That is primarily why I cannot use my original iPod Touch from like 2010 because it's on like iOS 4 and I can't update the software to the current stuff. I can't download any apps. All I can do is like connect it to my computer and import my downloaded iTunes library.
Yeah, I still have my
iTunes
very
now,
most recent one of the iPod Touch generations. That one still works for now, but I don't know how much longer it'll work for. But for now,
I have an old iPhone 3, and it's just loaded with MP3s. It's got no apps. It's got nothing on it. It's basically like an MP3 player now. That's basically what I can do. You can't update it. You can't upload to it. So it's got like got like a library of 2010 songs on it. So when I want to get retro to 2010, I can just pull out my old iPhone 3 and use it as an iPod.
Well, and I'm dealing with an issue with my MacBook Pro that I've had since last Christmas. The newest MacBook Pros don't have USB ports, so technically I can't play Patrick's files on my MacBook. Not yet, anyways. But after
What
ordering,
do you mean they don't have USB ports?
after ordering this adapter that I ordered on Amazon, that will a USB adapter for MacBook Pro, I will be able to connect any USB drive to my.
Well, because everything's going to USB-C now.
Yeah.
Right. That's been
Yeah.
mandated by government. That you're going to start seeing iPhones, iPads, Samsungs. I mean,
Everything.
PS5 already is doing it. The Nintendo Switch is already doing it.
Yep.
A lot of things are already doing it. It's
Right.
because the amount of garbage that is being produced by different cables, everybody having to buy lightning cable or this cable or that cable, this charger, that charger, blah, 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 blah. The government stepped in,
No more.
and it was mandated a few months ago that every electronic device, portable electronic device, starting in 2025 and has to be produced with an USB-C. So you'll need one cable, one charger, and that way they can build it into like homes, like your sockets and your sockets in the wall will have a USB-C port in them. Everything is going to go to USB-C. It's going to become the standard for probably 10 years or something until they fuck us over again with some other new cable that we all have to buy.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just they said the amount of garbage being produced by people throwing out all these trashed cables and chargers and this and that, it's ridiculous. So they just want to standardize so that people don't have to deal with this anymore.
Right.
No.
Well, yeah.
Everything. I know Mac. I know the Mac book uses a USB because my daughter got a brand new one for her birthday this year. It uses USB-C, so she can actually use her Nintendo Switch charger to charge it. You know what I mean?
This was my Christmas present last year, and I open it up, and I'm like, okay, the charging ports. Okay, great. Where's the USB?
Because it's USB-C. It's the little oblong one now.
Yeah. But
Christopher.
today I just ordered an adapter, for USB because I'm all for whatever they want to do here. But here's my thing: it's like these hard drives have the USB. They don't have USB-C. They have the
Right.
USB.
Yeah, you can order this thing here.
Use older technology.
You can order this thing right here. It costs you, I think I paid like $7 or something on Amazon for this little package, and it came with 2 of each. And as you can see, this is where's my camera? This one here is a HDMI to a mini HDMI because everything's going to switch to mini HDMI. So, like I said, you get 2 of each of these things for 4 pieces for $7 on Amazon.
When did they start doing?
So you get this, you get this one, and then you get this one, which is USB to USB-C, and you get a male, and you get 4. So you get a female to male, and then a male to female, and you get a female to male and a male to female. For
I still
$7
don't
on
understand
Amazon.
that whole male to female and female to male stuff. It's like with the analog cables when I was a kid, it was like I just matched the color codes. I didn't know anything about male to female or female.
Well, you have female to male have been around since the plug in your wall is a female, and the plug you plug into it's a male. You do know how that works, right? Little Mason.
I think Uncle
males have a dick and females have a hole.
I was gonna say, here's a good time for Uncle Anthony to talk to young Mason about the birds and the bees.
The birds and the bees of electronics.
So yeah, similar. I have a Samsung phone and it only has the USB-C on it. So I was just like, I want to use my headphones with it, but it has the old school jack. So I found on Amazon similarly to it, just a little adapter, plug it in. Now it works with the phone.
Very cool.
Yeah, just maybe $6 for that.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing annoying with iPhones. 2 years with my iPhone I use now, they dump the headphone jack. Mm-hmm. So they give you a little adapter that plugs in where the lightning cable goes that allows you to plug a headphone in.
Exactly.
But you can't use a microphone. You can't once you cut off that jack, for example, if I want to use a microphone, I'm using my iPhone here right now. Mm-hmm. If I want to talk to you guys with a microphone, I have to plug the microphone into where the lightning is. It automatically cuts off the speakers.
Right.
So I could talk to you guys, but I can't hear you guys.
Mm.
And the jack doesn't allow you to have like headphones and microphone like they used to be able to, like you do on a gaming console. I have my headset, it's got microphone, and you can't do that with the phones now. They just
You might have
fuck
to.
them up.
You might have to get a special headset that has like was it tip ring sleeve?
Yeah,
Where
it
might have like 3 or 4 rings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just dumb the way they did it. They eliminated the headphone jack, which was just or I thought I have to use like a Bluetooth headset.
Or that. Which is annoying because then it'll die on you in the middle of using it.
Well, that and the Bluetooth headset I have, it's not a Bluetooth, it's a Wi-Fi headset. It's my one for my PS5. So it's got a dongle that plugs into the PS5, but you can't plug that dongle into a phone.
Right.
Right?
Mm.
And I don't want to have to buy another whole new fancy headset. That freaking PS5 headset was $140. You know, now do I have to buy another Bluetooth headset for hundreds of dollars just so I can use it?
Right, that was why I refused with my headphones. I mean, these are freaking Bose headphones. I'm not going to buy another pair just to make it compatible with the phone. I was like, no, I'm going to freaking buy the little dongle thing.
Exactly. And I've got a really nice pair of headphones for listening to music, my Onkyo headphones. And I have to use that little adapter because they're wired. Because wired will always give you better sound than these Bluetooth.
Yes.
Than these Wi-Fi and Bluetooth things, because there's always a lag.
There is.
There's a lag going from your device to your headset. It might be a minute lag, but there's a lag there. They don't have the frequency range as a hardwired headset has. So I've got a good old-fashioned that I bought just a couple of years ago, wired headset. I can plug it into my phone and it sounds amazing, but I have to use that little adapter in my lightning jack to listen. But when I go for a walk, I wear the headphones, but you'll always have better sound with a hardwired headphone.
Same with the microphones too, for that matter. I mean, even for like my videos, like recording, like I could use the built-in microphone, but it's kind of quiet. So I have like it's just a little lavalier microphone. It's just one of these, but it's wired though. Is the main thing.
Yeah. When I film my videos for my channel on my iPhone here, I can use a wired mic.
Yeah, that's
right. I tried Bluetooth.
I don't need to hear anything. So as soon as I plug in the wired mic into the lightning jack on the bottom, I can record really nice videos. But like for streaming right now, if I plug my microphone into here right now,
You'll lose the sound.
The sound will cut off.
Right.
So it's just.
Well, this isn't what I record my videos on. I record my videos on my old iPod. So.
Yeah, then I'd have to listen to you guys, like say on my iPad while I talk to you on here. But
then you'd hear
the sound. You know, it's a no-win scenario. But these little adapters are great. You should get yourself a little pack. They're the future.
They are.
HDMI is going to mini HDMI now, and like we said, the USB-C.
Dave's in your house.
He's over here. He's sitting right here. He's over there.
All right, let's get Jorgen involved here. All right, Jorgen, you have some stuff to show for Christopher and everybody else?
Shoot, man, shoot.
Christopher, I hope you're still here.
Not all that much, but.
All right, make a big Dave.
I actually found something that was on my wish list. There's a lot of stuff that are on my wish list, but one of the stuff that I wanted to have for years. And that is Dire Straits' Love Over Gold from 1982.
That's such a great album.
I'm normally no fan of when songs are all that long. So let's see if this dollar that I paid for this are worth the 14 minutes.
Telegraph Road, the 14-minute song on there is spectacular, in my opinion.
It can be very interesting. Now, CDs. Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
Good song.
And now it is jazz, the rest of it, and it is jazz in the bop style. This is a musician that I have never paid attention to because his style normally is in that kind of free jazz, fusion jazz that I don't listen to at all. But this is a record from 62 with a recording from 61. And I listened to it in my headphones on YouTube before buying it to make sure that it isn't sounding too modern. And it sounds really normal for once when it so my first album by Ornette Coleman called Ornette on tenor.
And Christopher says, "Is that Seal album opened or still sealed?" Good one, Christopher.
Now you can go home, Chris. Oh, you are home. Sorry. But this is going to be very interesting. It sounds more normal jazz. So. And when we're at it in musicians that I have my first album with, this is another musician that I have never listened all that much to, but this is live in Stockholm. So I thought, why not? So this is my very first album by John Coltrane.
Wow.
'63, live in Stockholm. A little more common in my collection is this. And it is earlier recorded. This is a release called Bass Groove with Miles Davis, with the recording from 1954.
Ooh.
And we have ourselves a verb release of Charlie Parker.
Nice. The bird. Oh, well, Jorgen, you bought something good for once.
Even a blind chicken finds something to eat once or twice. But normally when it comes to Charlie Parker, I'm a little bit careful because he has done so many stuff that are on various compilations that I am pretty tired of. But this, yeah, what have I gotten myself into? This stuff that I don't have. I don't think I ever heard Charlie Parker playing a big band, other than maybe Dizzy Gillespie's big band, but this is not Dizzy Gillespie's band, and it's not the his strings recordings, even though some songs from that is also here. So it's going to be very interesting. Some stuff that I actually don't have, so that is why I bought this.
Wow,
So that is my.
that's pretty cool. I'll make you small.
Well, I got a couple things yesterday, and one of them I want to show Jorgen because maybe Jorgen knows this artist. I have no idea who this artist is. It was a blind.
I made Christopher happy, so there are hope for him.
And he didn't say you bought it from the toilet store this time.
Yeah. But I was wondering if Seal likes fish. You know, does he eat fish? Or does he like the band Fish? I don't know. It's like...
So yeah, I went out. Oh my God, I'm big.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I went out. I didn't go out for records. I watched my Record Store Day video. You'll know what it's all about. I didn't go to Record Store Day, but I did go yesterday to look at the leftovers, and just to get out. But I did go to one store that I like to go to because he had a 50% off of all their used vinyl sale. So I didn't really go for Record Store Day. I just wanted to go check out his sale on his used vinyl. And used headphones because I'm shopping for a pair of headphones for my daughter for Christmas. So he had 50% off of all his headphones as well. But I did find a couple things in the used bin that were actually holes. Two of them were holes in my collection that I've been wanting to fill for a long time, and I just never found a copy or never found one in decent shape. And I got, this is the last one I needed, and now I've got everything by Van Halen. I needed Diver Down. So I found a copy of Diver Down that's in really good shape. Of course, that one had, what was it? Oh, Pretty Woman on it. The Roy Orbison cover.
Mm-hmm.
So that completes my Van Halen collection, and I paid $6 for this.
Wow.
I know, deal. So that wasn't great. And then this one I'm really happy because this is one of my three favorite Neil Young albums of all time, and I only have it on CD. Yet I have a massive library of Neil Young on vinyl. So go figure. Live Rust. I found this for $15. But with the sale, it was $15, and it's near mint, which is of course a 2 LP. So really happy to finally fill that hole in my collection with an actual absolutely. And I've watched these already last night. Gorgeous condition. And now there's this one which maybe Jorgen can help me with. You guys know, being a photographer, I love my cheesecake album covers, right? We've talked about that before. I have a big collection of albums that I've bought mainly because I just love the cheesecake photography on them, being a cheesecake photographer myself. And I saw this cover. I was digging through the cheapie bin, the $5 bin. And I saw this cover, which grabbed me because it was a cheesecake cover. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I never heard of him in my life, but I'll buy it for the cover to add to my collection. And I got to censor the cover because there is a boob. But I just love the photo. I just love the photo. As soon as I saw the photo, I said, now that is a very cool artistic photo. I love it. Being a photographer, I see these things. And I don't know the artist, but then when I looked at the credits of the art inside here of who plays on this album, I'll show you guys in a minute. I looked at the cover and said, okay. Then I realized it was it was a Portuguese pressing. And then I discogged it while I was in the store. And it was only ever released in the UK, Germany, Portugal. It never came to, I don't know how it ended up on our shores. I never heard of this artist. It never came. It was never released anywhere in North America, only in Europe. And Europe, UK, yeah, Europe basically, right? Germany. It was released in Netherlands, Germany, the UK, and Portugal. The only pressings of it. And it's on Rocket Record Company. And but when I saw that,
Elton John's label? Elton John's label?
No, it's the Rocket Record Company.
Yeah, that's Elton John's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Rocket Record Company. And so I didn't know the artist, and I said, well, fuck it, for $5. I'll buy it just for the cover, if anything. But then I looked at the inner liner, because it had the inner liner. And I looked at the people that played on it, and I was like, wait a minute. Jerry Marota's on drums. A freaking amazing drummer. Tony Levin is on bass. Wait, an amazing freaking bass player. Andy Clark is on keyboards. Andy Clark played with Bebop Deluxe, one of my favorite bands of all time. Wait a minute. Kiki D doing backup vocals.
That also is a hint that it is Elton John's label. If Kiki D is involved.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know much. I just have a couple Elton John albums. So I said, wait a minute, these are great players. I might as well buy this thing for $5. I got nothing to lose. If worse comes to worse, it's a freaking awesome album cover. But so maybe you know it because, like I said, it's synth pop. Apparently, it's 80s, 1982 synth pop. I'm going to show you guys now. Hold on. It's from 1982. This artist only had about 3 or 4 albums, but he does apparently do stuff to this day. And it's from 1982, and the name of the guy, and I'm censoring the boob here. Here's the album, and the guy's name is Johnny Warman.
Never heard of
the album's called From the Jungle to the New Horizon.
Oh,
Never
wow.
heard of the guy.
Yeah, and it's synth pop, blah blah blah. And I looked him up on Wikipedia, and people talk about him being great. I'm trying to censor this so you can appreciate that. I just thought the cover picture, if I can get my finger out of there, was really, really great cover picture. It's just a very cool cover. It's just so.
Oh, Christopher said that he had that record, but he sold it.
Yeah, it's just a really, really cool picture. This model with this like helmet thing, and she's holding like a spear propped on top of an old car. It's just a really striking cover. And I love the sepia, the sepia tone, and this kind of post-apocalyptic kind of feel to it all. So we'll see what it's like. I'll report back. It's apparently synth pop. European synth pop. But the players on this album are amazing.
I never heard of the guy, and I never heard of Bearded Lady that it's supposed to be a part of. So, sorry, this is.
Yeah, I thought, being in Europe and being a synth pop, you like 80s synth pop and stuff. I thought you might be familiar with it. So we'll see what it's like. If it's no good, at least it's got a cool picture.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's got some seriously good players on it. All right, that's it. That's all I got there.
If not, it has Elton John involvement. Elton John.
yeah.
Is,
Well, yeah, it can't be so bad if Kiki D's involved. Like all these people are involved, they wouldn't be involved with some.
but are you sure that it's synth pop? Because Elton John and Kiki D doesn't exactly shout.
Yeah. I looked them up. I looked it up on Wikipedia, and it's like pop, synth pop, new wave pop, synth pop is what it's classified as. Maybe I should needle drop it right now. Should I put a needle on and let us play for?
Yeah, let's have a little taste test of it.
I doubt we'll get a strike. It's so obscure. Let me play it. Let me just
Well, we've done that before and we've gotten away with it.
Yeah, I mean, I can put it on for a couple of seconds. Let's just see what it is. Let's needle drop it.
If you can get away with Ili Nastase, you can get away with anything.
All
Well, I
right.
played that Looney Tunes the Coyote last week and I got away with it.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can hear this. I'll crank it up. I'll just put it out for a few seconds. Side 1, track 1.
Well, according to Christopher, it's a pretty good album. If it's a pretty good album, why did you sell it?
I sold some pretty good albums.
It's got a
also.
really quiet intro. Well, hold on.
I sold some pretty good albums also. That doesn't mean that they're awesome.
Let me move it ahead.
Oh, okay. I like the drum beat.
Simple minded.
What do you think, Jorgen?
That sounds pretty good.
It sounds. I like the drums. I like. Now it's hard to say the sound with the sound quality like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
like this, but
crack the
it
whole touch here.
sounds simple minded.
That's the best.
Oh, I like that beat.
But I hope this drum doesn't go through the whole album because it can be very annoying if it is so long forever.
Jesus. Don't you
Mm-hmm.
know that one guy is gonna recommend me to this?
Doesn't sound bad.
No, not at all. Yep, this is pure 80s.
It doesn't sound like Elton John though.
No,
No.
it does not. It's good. What do you think, Jen?
It's all right from what I could tell of it through the sound.
Yeah, I like it. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I got Simple Minds feelings. It sounds a bit like Simple Minds in those days. Does that mean that they think it's horse crap or?
I love this. The cow.
All right.
It's very moving.
Right?
It's actually not bad. Eh? Like you
Yeah.
guys can't appreciate it. Obviously, you know, playing from a distance.
I
and
think
stuff,
it's. I get Simple Minds feelings when I hear
I
it.
was about to say, came back here. This reminds me of Simple Minds. It reminds me of Strange Advance, which are both of which I love. It's
I
got
also.
the bass on it is amazing.
It sounds
Like
like
you
Yeah.
hear it in my
sounds-
room, and
It
the
sounds
and the
like a
keyboards.
blend between. It sounds like a blend between Simple Minds and Big Country.
It's
Anthony,
not
look at
bad.
Dave.
It's not bad at all.
Look at Dave.
Needs more cowbell.
So yeah, maybe this is a winner.
Hold on, I gotta go to the washroom. Just give me.
It might be a winner. It might be a winner. It actually didn't sound bad, and I just played, a couple of seconds. I just dropped the needle in a few grooves here.
I write it
so-
down. I write it down in my wish list.
Yeah, keep an eye out for it. Johnny Warman, and apparently this what I read on reviews is this is like his second best album. Apparently the album before this is really really good. But like I said, they were never released in North America, so who knows if I'll ever see the other ones here unless I buy it on Discogs.
What did you say what did you say the title of the album was?
It's called From the Jungle to the New Horizons. Johnny Warman.
I got it.
So yeah, check it out. Could be the surprise. Christopher says he said it was a pretty good album.
Apparently. But you know his taste.
So, but it's not deep. It's not heavy psych. Wait,
Yeah.
it's not heavy psych. Yes, Portuguese breasting. Yeah, I just love the picture. It's just I just think it's a really cool shot. I like the vibe, the whole post-apocalyptic thing. The cover grabbed me, and I bought it for the cover. And like I said, when I looked at it in the store, I immediately discogs it and saw the players and said, "Wait a minute, these guys don't play with nobodies." You know what I mean? Tony Levin, Kiki D,
But it surprised
Andy
me that
Clark.
when I heard the sound, and it surprised me that it has Kiki D involved and that Elton John has.
Yeah,
released
he
it.
might.
It
He's
doesn't sound
obviously
any
from
of
the
them.
UK. He's obviously from the UK because of the
Yeah,
Beatles
but it
language.
doesn't sound any like he would actually be doing.
I mean, just because it's his label doesn't mean it has to sound like him.
No, but at least he must have been listening to it and have some kind of a connection with it.
Well,
that liked it.
basically, with Elton, from my understanding, he's basically listened to like everything that's popular at any given point in time, wanting to stay ahead of the curve, stay modern with whatever is popular. So that doesn't surprise me that he would have had his ear to the ground on this.
But
Yeah,
because he doesn't play on it, I mean, it didn't strike me like something that he would release actually.
Right.
Yeah, Johnny Warman, English singer, songwriter, rock, pop, avant-garde, years active 1970s to present. He's been on Arista Records, Rocket Records, Ring Records. He's gotten around.
From Arista Records, it went downhill.
Yeah, beginning career, he started on Bearded Lady. Apparently, he started on Bearded Lady. Then he left to go to Ring Records and Hourglass. Then Rocket Records.
That band.
Walking into Mirrors, which was the album that I was saying before this one. His other album, Walking into Mirrors, was a huge success in Australia.
Nice try, Christopher, but not right now either. Unfortunately, it's Christmas time coming, so I want the money for Christmas. Sorry.
Wow.
They have this little
during
bickering Christopher and
1991,
Morgan all the time.
Interestingly enough, during 1991, Johnny Warman wrote "Don't Go Where the Road Don't Go."
Really?
After
I know
all
that
these-
song.
So do I.
Yes,
Never
after
heard of
all these years,
Ringo.
and Runaways with Ringo
Oh,
Starr.
Hmm.
No way.
Yeah, so Johnny Warman wrote "Don't Go Where the Road Don't Go" after all these years, and Runaways with Ringo Starr.
Those are
And
like my
we're-
3 favorites on that album. So
And we're included on Ringo Starr's album "Time Takes Time."
Or Time Takes Time. That's what it was. I was off now.
Yeah.
And Christopher's
Jo-
like Jorgen.
Johnny-
Come on.
Johnny Warman wrote six songs for Jeff Downs' album. Of course, Jeff Downs is from Yes. He's done a lot of songwriting for other people, apparently.
Hmm.
Yet I never heard of this guy. It looks like he
Neither
had
had I.
Wow.
he had albums. He had four solo albums. But he's written for like everybody under the fucking sun, like just as a songwriter.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, all of the things you find just by blind buying an album because of a sexy cover. Huh.
And we know you love your sexy covers, AGK.
Oh yeah, like I mean the cover. I appreciate. I like guys. I love really good, well done. That's just a very cool shot. As a photographer, I appreciate the whole picture, and that's why I bought it. But then, like I said, I read the credits before I got to the checkout and saw these players and said this might actually be a good album.
Ooh.
Maybe I don't buy it because I know that is crappy if it comes from you.
Yeah, right, Jorgen.
Ouch.
Yeah, right.
Good one. Good comeback, Jorgen.
Jorgen and I have a lot of similar tastes, and I know Jorgen I appreciate a lot of. This is apparently his other album, Walking into Mirrors, that was very successful.
Okay.
I like that cover.
I think I've seen that cover before.
I
Yeah,
feel
well,
like
apparently
it's very
this one, yeah,
familiar.
right? Well, and if you look at I wouldn't mind trying to find this other album because if I can get this to work here. What happened here? If you look at Walking into Mirrors, had even bigger players on that album. He had Tony Levin again. He had Larry Fast, who was Synergy here in Canada as a keyboardist, and Peter Gabriel sang on the previous album. Peter Gabriel sang on this album. So he doesn't work with nobodies.
Well, Christopher, you're so welcome down there anytime you like.
The big single from Walking into Mirrors was a song called Screaming Jets, which featured Peter Gabriel singing with him.
He's been around with the big ones.
And Hugh Padgham was the engineer. I mean, damn.
AGK, Christopher even is going at you now. He says Jorgen and AGK both like butt music from the toilet store.
I'm glad I finally appealed to Christopher. It's taken how long?
Anthony, don't you just
Hugs
love
and
when
kisses, he says now.
Okay, so I have to bounce. Docs is in about an hour. I'm like, I do need a little bit of a break in between streams here since I've been going since 4 a.m. So I'm like, need a little bit of a break in between. So I will bid you guys adieu.
All right, I'll probably see one Docs after if I can make it in there. If the all 6 places aren't pulled up.
Well, try to get in there early before it all fills up.
Yeah, well, I got to eat dinner first before that, but I'll be there. I'll try to be.
Okay. Alrighty. See you there, hopefully.
All right, see you later.
Right.
Alrighty.
Anthony, don't you just love when you're doing a blind buy and that album, you have no idea what it is, but it's fine. It actually is so good.
Yeah, I think this is just from my needle drop. I think I'm going to dig this album because I definitely first thing I thought of when I was doing that needle drop, just like you said, when I sat down, I was going to say this reminds me of Simple Minds.
And I got some big country stuff in the drums also.
So Jorgen, are you gonna go on the lookout for that album?
It's written down in my wish list.
Yeah, and check out the other one too. I'm going to watch for the other one if it ever shows up on our stores.
The problem with having a wish list on the telephone is that I forget to check on it. It has too many things in the wish list. I forget about it. Hi, Marin.
And Martin McGrath says hello to you.
I constantly forget to look at the wish list when I out searching. I don't know what's in there.
So, Dave, what do you think of Beetle Babe? Isn't she cool?
She's nice, yeah. I like her.
I think she'll fit in neatly with us.
I think so.
So, AGK, you like my friend Beetle Babe?
I only met her for a few minutes, so
yeah, she's really awesome.
Seems like a nice person. What does she do?
I don't really know. I know
Well,
she
I
works
mean,
from home.
YouTube wise, not personally.
Well, she does reviews of.
Like, how did she end up here? How did she end up here?
Because I invited her here.
She
I
has
know,
been.
but how did
She
you
has a good knowledge
discover?
of music.
You're
She loves.
missing the point. How did you discover? Where does this person come from in the world?
She has
in
been.
the,
She has
in,
been
in the
constant.
interwebs.
She's a constant follower of Joe Majo, and he has been on Doc Stream, so she's everywhere.
That's where I met her.
I've never seen her before, so.
And I did a 6-hour stream with her on Friday on her
I see.
channel.
This is what I'm saying about spreading yourself so thin. You got no time to visit me.
You know I love you, but sometimes you're on so late that I can't make it.
What? 7 o'clock is late.
No, because sometimes I'm tired and I watch TV and I want to, chill out.
When I'm on, it's normally late afternoon, early evening. I mean,
Well,
I
you
do
gotta-
sometimes. I do
when you're
sometimes
on
go
in
on
the
late
afternoon,
night,
you
but
should
not as much.
message me and say, "Hey, James, come, I'm live," and I'll come.
Because I don't like, if
That's
you,
tomorrow
James,
about the land
you don't get
stream.
notifications when somebody goes live. That's how I know when people are live.
Hey James, don't complain. Everyone except you is late for me. Everyone except you and Rachel are late for me. So I
Well,
miss
AGK, I'll always come when I can.
I miss everything.
Yeah,
all the
I
time.
don't need to know. I don't need to know about your sex life, there, James.
Good one, good one. I know you love to bug me and just tease me a bit. I love you, man. And I really want to thank you for the Elton John album. When I saw that,
Well, I
said,
haven't got it yet. It
But
could
I
be
want to thank you.
It could be months before you actually get it.
Oh, I know I'll get it eventually. I even asked Naz point blank. I said, "Do you have wildlife on vinyl? The wings?" He says, "You want that?" He says, "I think I can." He said, "I can get that for you if you want." Because he probably has a good copy of it too.
Well, he hasn't mentioned. Like I said, he hasn't mentioned anything to me. I know he put the Elton John away for me, and
Yeah,
and I know that one particular album is he'll probably send it to me with because I got a bunch of albums coming from him. So it'll just come with his albums, my albums. And then I'll pass it along to you. Well, I'll pass it along to you when I have more than one thing to send. Because I'm not paying for postage for just one thing.
I understand that. Yeah, that's good. And
that's why I send you a box full of stuff when I do.
Yeah,
something.
And George has given me the George Harrison album that he bought from Naz. Because two of my favorite songs are on there. Love Comes to Everyone and Here Comes the Moon. I love those songs. But you know what? I think a lot of people, when you do the $5 thing, a lot of people just go bing, 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 just like that. They like the $5 stuff.
Yeah, well, my next auction most likely, and I haven't curated stuff for it yet, but I'd say 90% of the December auction. I want to blow out all my leftover stuff from all the previous auctions this year, even if it's at $5 or $10. I just want to get rid of it all, and so it's going to be big deals at my December auction because I just want to blow this. I just need to purge a bunch of shit fast. So.
And Christopher says nobody sending me any heavy psych. Christopher says nobody sending me any heavy psych.
I got a heavy psych for Christopher. I got a CD I could mail him. It's a sampler I got, and it's freaking wild. It's even called. I got it as a gift. It was a sampler, and it's all this heavy psych. It's modern heavy psych. It's not classic heavy psych.
Oh,
it's
cool!
It's bands that are doing.
I saw that on your Instagram.
Psych.
I only have All Things Must Pass on vinyl. I don't have any other George albums, so this will be nice. But George said, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do, actually." Yeah.
And I can promote that I have a new vinyl CD update up right now.
Yes, and
There's
my
a
record
couple
store day
of-
video, it's up yesterday. It's doing very well too. How many views has it got? Record store day videos always do well. They
Oh,
always
and
do well.
AGK, have you tried those new video games you were showing us last week on my channel?
Which games?
The ones you got there, and your daughter took one.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing Harvestella a lot. It's really good, and I've been playing Super Mario RPG a lot. There's two others that I
I heard the Super Mario. A lot of people on Twitch are playing that Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, that's a classic. I haven't even opened the other two yet. I haven't had time.
I want to see you play the Super Mario RPG on Twitch.
Yeah, but I don't stream my Nintendo stuff on Twitch.
Oh no!
I only stream from my PS5.
Oh, okay.
Because to stream from my Switch to Twitch, I need a capture card, which means I need a computer.
Christopher
Because
says
you have to
I would
plug-
send
you have to
Jorgen
plug your
records
Nintendo
to,
Switch.
but he
You gotta plug
doesn't
your
want
Nintendo
them.
Switch into the computer,
Yeah.
into a capture card, and then stream from a capture card. Because Nintendo, not like PS5, you can go has Twitch built into it. PS4, PS5, they have Twitch built in, so you can stream directly to Twitch. But Nintendo doesn't have any streaming built into it, so you have to stream it. You have to plug it into your computer, plug the TV output into your computer through a capture card, and then you can stream it on Twitch. But
Yeah.
I don't have a computer to do that, so maybe I'll have to get a laptop, a computer that I can put a capture card in. That's the only way you can stream. That's the only way you can stream a Nintendo Switch to Twitch is through a capture card on a, and you can't get a capture card, I don't think, in a laptop. You have to have a desktop computer.
Anthony, you know what I've got in this little packet here?
What?
The red and blue albums.
The red and blue albums.
Yep. From George, he copied the CDs for me, and they sound amazing.
Which the new ones?
Yep. Because he knows I can't afford it, so he said, "I'll make copies for you. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, it's easy. I can do the same. I could rip you anything. Anything I
Yeah.
have on CD, anything on CD, I could copy for you in a couple of minutes.
Well, you know the music.
Because my
I'm into.
computer, my old computer, it works enough that I could copy CDs if I needed to. It's just no good for like doing any processing.
Well, you probably don't have the album Walls and Bridges, John Lennon, do you?
No, on CD wise.
That's
Beatles
an
wise,
album. Well, that's one I want on
have on
vinyl.
CD. The only things I have on CD that have anything to do with any Beatle, I've got no Ringo Starr on CD. I've got no John Lennon on CD. I've only got 3 Beatles albums on CD. And for McCartney, I have this on CD. This is the only McCartney I have on CD.
Oh,
I
I
have
don't
that
have that
I have that one too, actually.
I don't have that one.
Wingspan, it's a 2 LP or 2
Wow.
CD. And what it's got on it,
It's the Paul McCartney album I got from Michelle.
it's got on it, I'll tell you the names of the songs, okay? So it's got one CD is called Hits, the other CD is called History. And it's got Listen to What the Man Said, Band on the Run, Another Day, Live and Let Die, Jet, My Love, Silly Love Songs, Pipes of Peace, Sea Moon, Hi Hi Hi, Let 'Em In, Good Night Tonight, Junior's Farm, Mull McIntyre, Uncle Albert, Admiral Halsey, With a Little Luck, Coming Up, No More Lonely Nights. That's on the Hits CD. Then on the history CD, it's got Let Me Roll It, The Lovely Linda, Daytime, Nighttime, Suffering, Maybe I'm Amazed, Helen Wheels, Bluebird, Heart of the Country, Every Night, Take It Away, Junk, Man, We Was Lonely, Venus and Mars, Rock Show, The Backseat of My Car, Rockestra Theme, Girlfriend, Waterfalls, Tomorrow, Too Many People, Call Me Back Again, Tug of War, Bip Bop Hey Diddle, No More Lonely Nights, Play Out version.
Wow, that sounds cool.
So that's what's on Wingspan.
I'd like a copy of that, Anthony.
Yeah, okay. Sometime just message me so I don't forget. It's got a
Yeah,
booklet.
that sounds cool.
It's a book. It's one of these, it's got this nice book.
All right, Mom.
Nice book with a bunch of pictures in it.
Wow, that's so cool. I like that.
Because Paul
Nice.
McCartney was the only Beatle I really liked. That like he's
I
probably
like
the
Paul.
guy.
But
But
John's
I really
my
only
favorite.
like Paul's wing stuff. That was my jam. The wing stuff. I never really got into any Paul's solo stuff.
The only Wings album I want on vinyl is Wings Wildlife. I have to complete my Wings set, and that's the only
Oh,
one
I'm sure you'll
missing.
get it one day.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will find it for me because it's
I'm
hard to
sure you'll
find
get
it.
it one day.
Yeah.
I'm positive you'll get it one day.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. And I think even Naz would help me with that.
Mhm.
I'm sure you'll get it.
I wish I had money. I wish I could afford it to get the stuff I really want, but I can't. But I'm happy either way. I've got a lot of stuff that my mom can afford to get me. Like my StreamYard. She's got my Sirius XM, my Paramount Plus, my Disney Plus, my PlayStation Plus thing. So I've got a lot of good stuff that I'm happy with.
I bought a couple of movies this week.
You did? What'd you get?
Yeah. I showed you the Super Mario, didn't I?
How you feeling, Dave? You good?
Yeah, hang in there.
I showed you the Super Mario, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Look what, yeah, I picked up yesterday as well. I picked these up actually on the Friday, on Boxing Day. I dropped by Sunrise. Where did I drop by? Who did I buy these from?
You said Boxing Day.
No,
I mean
no.
Black Friday.
Not Black Friday, sorry. I dropped by Walmart. When I was out yesterday, I dropped by Walmart.
All right, Dave, make them big.
I got all mixed up. I dropped by Walmart, and Walmart had some DVDs on sale, some Blu-rays on sale. So I grabbed 3 things from Walmart. One of them is a whole. It came out last year, but it's the only Jurassic Park movie I don't have.
Mhm.
I just never got around to picking it up. So I got. You can make me big now. I'm
No,
here.
yeah.
All right.
So I got this for $5 from Walmart
Oh, I have that one.
on Blu-ray.
That's a
So
good one.
I needed that. I got this for what was this one? $12.
Wow.
$12. I got this one for $12 at Walmart.
Oh, I think my friend's getting that for me for Christmas.
I haven't seen it
Back
yet,
home.
so I never got around.
It's amazing.
I never got around to seeing this in the theater. It was
Me
in
either.
the drive-in. It was in the drive-in all summer long, but it was always playing with movies that we already saw. Like they kept pairing it with a movie that we'd seen like the previous week at the drive-in. So we could never get it paired with something that we hadn't seen already. So I never did get to see this in the theater. So I got this for $12 at Walmart.
Wow.
$12. And then the one I'm super freaking happy about, because these go for a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
$25 at Walmart
Wow.
for the 4K. For the 4K
Spider-Man.
version. Yeah, well, the 2 Spider-Mans, the 2 animated Spider-Mans.
Nice.
These go for $40+ freaking dollars. Because honestly,
Holy
these two
jeez.
right here, these 2 films, in my opinion, are the 2 best Spider-Man films they ever made. Hands down.
I've
By
seen the
mile.
first one. I haven't seen the second one yet.
Well, the second one continues from the first one.
I'm
Wow.
sorry.
The second
sorry,
one, one of my probably top 3 movies of 2023, in my opinion.
Wow.
This movie, and like I said, for me, this one here definitely my favorite Spider-Man over any live action, over anything. This is the best Spider-Man they ever made.
I agree that the animated Spider-Man is way better than the live action. But
Yeah.
that-
To pick this up for $25 on 4K, they had the regular Blu-ray version, right, of the same pairing. They had the regular Blu-ray version there, and it was $30.
if I'm not wrong, their TV series.
And then they had the single movies, like they had the single ones. The single ones on Blu-ray were like, you know, $19.99 each. So just to get a Blu-ray of them separately is $40. The 4Ks, a 4K, like, I don't know, whoever does the pricing in Walmart is kind of dumb because you're giving away the best version for the cheapest price. So
But
that was
is,
a real
if
find.
I'm
Yeah.
not wrong, those are also from TV series, if I'm not wrong. That is, if I'm not wrong, Spider-Man 2033 on the top.
What are you talking about?
The first movie is from Ultimate Universe series, comic called Spider-Man 2033.
Well, yeah, this is with Miles Morales and Spider-Man.
It's the wrong kind of Spider-Man. Unfortunately, in my opinion, after the animated story from the 90s, the animated Spider-Man series went downhill, unfortunately, in my opinion.
Yeah, but these movies that came out last year, like this Spider-Man movie did it was one of the top box offices of the year. This thing's long too. It's like a couple of hours, isn't it? 2.5 hours or something. That's the 140 minutes for the new one.
Wow.
So it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, but it goes by so fast. You know, a good movie when it just goes like that.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, if you've only seen this one, James, this one literally, because this one leaves you hanging. It's the story leaves you hanging.
Yeah.
This
As
one,
the zombie, 2099. It was, sorry.
yeah. So this one completes the story. It is free. James, you need to see this.
I have to watch that. Yeah.
You need to see this. So,
I've seen the
yeah,
first one, but I haven't seen
so
the
happy
second
to
one.
get this 4K version for
Wow,
20
that's
25
amazing,
bucks.
man.
You don't get 4K for under $30 ever.
No.
Never mind 2 movies. So that was my big purchases this week.
Nice.
Some
And
bargains,
I got
bargains
some
at
stuff.
Walmart. Movie bargains at Walmart.
And I got some stuff this week too. On Black Friday. But I got mine on Amazon, but they're Christmas gifts. I got The Exorcist on Blu-ray.
I almost bought that Black Friday Blu-ray of The Exorcist. I almost bought
The
it.
extended version for $5.99, if you can believe the price. $5.99. I got that. I got Spider-Man 2 to complete because I have 1 and 3. And I just need Spider-Man 2. But this one has the theatrical cut and the extended cut. And
Which Spider-Man 2 though?
the one with the special covers.
No, I mean the first trilogy.
Tobey Maguire ones.
I was going to say the Tobey Maguire ones or the Amazing Spider-Man ones.
No, the Tobey Maguire ones. And the third one I got, which is more expensive, is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
But that's not out yet.
No, it comes out December 5th.
Yeah.
But it's going to be dropping on Disney Plus on Friday, December 1st.
Yeah, I don't care about streaming. I am a hard copy movie guy. I got to have my movies on hard copy.
So it's December 5th it comes out at AGK.
Yeah, I know. I've got it pre-ordered on Amazon.
I got it. I just ordered it. Well, my friend Terry Venus has ordered it, but she put it on my mom's credit card and my Beatles calendar that they'll pick up for me, and I'm happy. I've got everything I need. Be right back. You got the con.
Into the Spider-Verse.
I kind of feel like if Spider-Man isn't Peter Parker, it's not my Spider-Man.
I've gotten into the Miles Morales over the last couple of years, so I'm digging them. And Spider-Gwen, of course. I do like that. This is what bothers me is they're making this new Spider-Man, this new movie. The new Spider-Man related movie comes out in March from Marvel, and it's like, why the hell are they releasing this? Who's singing? Somebody's singing.
Welcome to the world of cinema today. It's only superhero movies today.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of them.
I have been for the past 15 years.
Well, I like the Marvel ones, but since the Marvels they're doing now because they've killed off all the freaking good characters, They're doing all these characters that aren't really that most people don't really know associate with. So, you know, they did the elemental thing or whatever it was called, and it was or Eternals or whatever it was called. It was okay, but I hear Miss Marvel's the new Miss Marvel one, or whatever her name is, Captain Marvel. That's a freaking disaster. It got such poor ratings. But it just boggles my mind that in March we get a new Spider-Man related movie, and you pick some bizarre freaking Spider-Man universe character that nobody knows who the fuck she is. Madam Web. Madam Web is coming to theaters in March.
Madam Web is a very famous Spider-Man character.
Well,
she was
not
in
in
the
my
animated
Spider-
series. She was in so she's no stranger to Spider-Man comics.
Well, for me, she's a total stranger. So not all of us know this Madam Web freaking character. But why make Madam Web? This is my point. Why do Madam Web, which probably the majority of the general public, not Spider-Man aficionados or comic book people, the majority of the general public don't know who Madam Web is. So why do that instead of doing Spider-Gwen? A character that's hugely popular, and in these two animated films, she was hugely popular. A character that cosplayers are cosplaying like crazy right now is Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen is such a popular character. What now? You could have done a Spider-Gwen movie and it would have freaking killed. But instead, you choose to do Madam Web. When you've got a cash cow sitting in the face. Everybody loved Spider-Gwen in the two animated films. People love this character. People are cosplaying this character. She's so popular right now, right?
And for me, who prefers Spider-Man before the OOs, I have to say, who the hell is Spider-Gwen? I never heard of her.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, that I have understood. That is Gwen Stacy. But when the hell did she become a Spider-Woman?
And in the same new universe of the last 20, 30 years, right?
Anthony, check the private chat. There's a link there for you.
And then
Amazon.
And see, I love Spider-Gwen. I love the character. Oh, look, I even have Spider-Gwen art on my wall.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Is that cool?
Some people don't know Madam Web. Some people like me don't know Spider-Gwen.
But everybody knows who Gwen Stacy is.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy, yes, but Spider-Gwen is everybody doesn't know.
No, but at least Gwen Stacy, I think, is probably more well known than. What's Madam Web's real name?
She doesn't have any. She
doesn't have a name. She's only Madam Web.
She's a psychic. She's a psychic that is secret.
Anthony, check the private chat.
Well, you know what they're doing with Madam Web, and I think this is so cheesy. I saw the trailer for Madam Web, and it's an excuse for them to bring back all the characters they killed off in the Avengers films because she's the trailer shows like Iron Man and Spider-Man and like all the characters they can't that are all gone now. It's a way for them to
she can't be that. One of them can't be that unknown if Spider-Man the animated series in the 90s could have her with.
I know, Martin. I know that.
Oh no, I totally agree. But like I say, the general public who don't follow the comics, they don't know who she is because she hasn't appeared in any previous Spider-Man film yet. Whereas, like I said, Spider-Gwen has now been in a couple of films, very successful films. So I don't know.
Anthony, check the private chat.
But Sydney Sweeney isn't even the main star of that film, Astro Zombie. Sydney Sweeney has a small part in that film. She's not Madam Web. Sydney Sweeney has a small part in that film. Like if it was Sydney Sweeney that's Madam Web, yeah, I'd go see it. Because Sydney Sweeney's hot. But she's not even Madam Web. It's some other fucking actress. Let me look it up. Who's Madam Web? Who plays the character? It's some lady, some girl I haven't even heard of before. I don't want to say because I'm not 100% sure, but I know Madam Web. Let's see, Madam Web. Sydney Sweeney is hot, yeah, but she's not. I'm pretty sure she's not Madam Web. She's just a partial player in the film. They're using Sydney Sweeney's name to help frickin' probably bring people into the box office. Where's the cast and crew? Where's the cast and crew? Where did the technical details?
In the animated series, Spider-Man Web is an old lady, but I don't think she's that old.
No, she's not in the. She's not here. All cast and crew. Okay, all cast and crew.
No, Martin, I know you got my back with Mike. I know Jack Beetlebabe got my back.
Yeah, see, Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is Julia Carpenter, whoever that is. Isabella Merced is Anya Corazon. Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson is Madam Web / Cassandra Webb. So,
wow.
So you see, Sydney Sweeney is not even the big star in the film. Emma Roberts is in there as Mary Parker.
Oh, wow.
So it's weird. Mike Epps is in there. Who else is in there? Anybody that we know of? Everybody else is basically, who the fuck are these people? Yeah, so I mean, it's not even Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is just a small part of the film. But they're like promoting Sydney Sweeney like crazy because she's so popular.
AGK, check the private chat. This is for you. Click that link. It's from Amazon. You're going to love the price. You're going to go, yes, I want it.
Private? Well, I can't, because then if I click the private chat, I can't see shit.
Oh.
Put it in the public chat.
All right.
Because I gotta click the private chat, I'm gonna cut off my stream.
Okay, I'll put it in the
Because once I click it, it's gonna leave the app and it's gonna leave YouTube and take me to Amazon.
I checked Anya Corazon, and that is one of the characters that went on after I left to read Spider.
Hang in.
So apparently, Madam Web does have a name. It's Cassandra Webb. At least in this movie.
I never heard the name, the real name.
Well, yeah, that's in this movie.
Yeah, but that that those movies doesn't necessarily are based on the real comics. Sometimes
Exactly. Well, they've moved the date up now from March to February 16th. So when a Marvel film comes out in February, that's not like a big deal.
Yeah,
because the big blockbusters, they're May, right, or they're Christmas. February movies tend to be kind of.
The link is too big to put in YouTube, so I sent it to you on Instagram.
Oh, look at these! What the hell is this?
Whoa!
Who's Afro Spider Girl? Wait a minute. Who is the pictures are cycling here? Who is Afro Spider Girl? She's got an afro.
Wow.
Who is this?
Never heard of her. Most like an alternate universe character that I haven't read about.
Who in the hell is this spider person?
Someone that came out after I quit reading the newer Spider-Man comics.
This is Madam Web.
Are you able to check your Instagram?
Yeah, I will.
Madam Web
is there because it wouldn't fit in YouTube.
One thing at a time.
Madam Web
isn't big.
Superhero. Madam Web isn't a superhero. She's an old lady.
And who in the hell is this?
Madam Web is a sidekick that helps Spider-Man, or she's a part of a cartel or something like that in the comics.
I've never heard of this person before.
This is going to be a chick flick superhero movie. That's what
I bet it will be.
It's going to be a chick flick superhero movie.
Holy sheep shit.
You said that if it released in February, it's not a big deal. I don't think.
And this is a guy that's playing in the film. He looks real thrilled to be there.
Wow.
He looks stone cold.
He looks like a B actor.
He's saying to myself, what the hell am I doing in this movie?
I don't think that any superhero movie today is
a
big deal as it was. They're only released, but they're not that big as it were once.
All right, let me bring the chat back. Hold on, and then I'll check.
Hey, Dave, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm not feeling too well.
All right. I hope you feel better, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Yeah,
gonna
take
sign
care of
off soon,
myself.
too.
Take care of yourself, Dave. My
Mhm.
friend.
All right.
Have a good
Love
day,
you,
Jim.
man.
Speedy recovery.
Go get some
Okay,
rest.
so
And now Anthony's my co-host.
yeah, hold on. Is that who that character is supposed to be? Spider Woman? Is that who that's supposed to be there?
Love you, Jen.
Astro Zombie? She's Spider Woman. Well, Spider Woman, we know who Spider Woman is, so that could be interesting. But the movie's not about Spider Woman; it's about the other freaking girl. So
They have destroyed the comics so much these days, so I don't.
all right, let me check your link, buddy. Let me check your link.
Yeah, you're gonna love this. The price.
Hold on, I gotta click your link. Oh yeah, I saw the Lord of the Rings thing.
That one for $18.99 on DVD, and that one's $13.
Oh yeah, on DVD.
Yeah, because the Blu-ray you can't get anymore because it's like
You know what? I'm gonna
$295.
I'm gonna get that because, like I told you guys before, in my opinion, animated stuff, I don't see a drastic difference between seeing something animated on Blu-ray and 4K and DVD. It's not as drastic as you have with live action, because live action there's so much more detail and skin tones and everything. Animated stuff, it's a color palette. It's
But I want my friend Caesar.
I mean, obviously, I bought that Spider-Man collection on 4K because it was cheaper than buying an inferior version of the film. But I'm happy
when that was released. I think it was 2010. I think when it was on Blu-ray, the animated Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm happy to get that. I'm happy to get that DVD version because let's be real, that movie doesn't have the greatest film. It's a 70s film, so the animation isn't something that's going to stand out like crazy on Blu-ray or anything.
No, but I want it on Blu-ray. So my friend Caesar bought it.
Oh
for
yeah,
my birthday
I'd get it on Blu-ray.
at the
But
time.
for $13 on DVD, I'm going to buy it right now. So
yeah,
for $13 on DVD, I'm buying it.
Yeah, that's why I sent it to you right away because I said,
Thank
"Hey,
you.
$13, good price."
Yeah, thank you for sending me that. I'm
No
actually
problem. Hey, I
gonna
take
buy
care
that
of
one
you,
right
man.
away. I'm going.
I
to
got
buy
your
that
back.
right
You got
away.
my
You
back.
made me
We're all
spend. You
good.
made me spend money today. There you go.
Well, I know you wanted it,
Yeah, I did. So
so I said, "Well, I got to send you that link because I think you're
now I'm
gonna
looking
like the price."
I'm looking at the customers who bought this also bought section.
Ah,
They bought heavy metal, which I already have. That is a free. Do you have heavy metal?
no, I don't.
You need to get heavy metal, man.
I've seen it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, you should get it. It's only $9.99 on freaking for the collector's edition.
Well, I want it on Blu-ray. I'm a
Let's
Blu-ray
see.
kind of guy.
Do I have what do I? Let me check heavy metal. What do I have it on Blu-ray or? I think I got it on Blu-ray. Let me see. Let me find it.
But I know one Ralph Bakshi film I have to have on Blu-ray, and that is Fritz the Cat.
Yeah, I need Fritz the Cat. There's a few I need from Baskey, but they're really hard to get. Like the Ralph Baskey catalog needs to be remastered and put out. You know.
You ever seen that, Jorgen? Fritz the Cat, where he fills up the
I
cat
heard of it.
movies.
I
He
heard
goes,
of it.
woo, 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 woo.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good one. John Candy does a voice in there.
This is a classic. This is a must-watch.
I remember that.
So what else? Yeah, let me see what else is in the recommended list. The Last Unicorn.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
What's that one like?
That's with
Return of the
Mia
King.
Farrow.
What's this Return of the King original animated classic?
Oh, that's Lord of the Rings.
I know, but what is it? I've never
That's from Rankin Brass.
never heard of it. Is it any good?
I've never seen it. I've only seen The Hobbit from Rankin Brass.
Ooh,
That
they've
was
got
pretty good.
they've got Ralph because we did Ralph Baskey. It's recommending me other Ralph Baskeys. For 22, I can get Coonskin,
Mm.
which is Ralph Baskey.
Hold on, guys. I got to
Oh,
go watch
Wizards!
them.
They've got Wizards. I'm gonna get Wizards as well.
Be right back.
Ooh, Wizards is $12. Let me see here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
He went to the bathroom.
They've got Wizards, which is Ralph Baskey. Who is this one? 5 left in stock. Amazon. Coonskin. Fritz the Cat right there. Ooh, ooh. I'm going to get it. Damn it, I'm spending money, guys.
Oh, are we not?
The 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. Oh my God, no. How much do they want for that? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm on a spending spree. Somebody quick, stop me.
I'm on the side of the earth, so I can't.
Ah,
What's this Blood Shadow? Oh my God, I'm getting that too.
are you ordering more shit?
Oh my God. You
It's your
started
fault,
this.
James. You lured it
You
there. You lured
started
it there,
this.
James.
You started this, you bastard.
And
Look,
you love it. You love it.
look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. In my cart now. Lord of the Rings for $13. Fritz the Cat on Blu-ray is in my cart. The 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat on Blu-ray is in my cart.
Is that
And
Ralph
an
Bakshi as well?
Huh?
Is that Ralph Bakshi as well? The 9 Lives.
And yeah, I'll check in a sec. And Blood Shadow, which is an anime, I added to my cart. Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. I just threw them in my cart. I'll look at them now. Let's see.
I want to buy records. Christopher says.
Well,
Well,
apparently the 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. I'm gonna have to look this one up because I don't think it's Ralph Bakshi.
Christopher, you have to come December 16th. It's a Saturday to ATK's auction, and you can buy some records.
But they also have Wizards, which is Ralph Bakshi.
I want Wizards too.
And that one is, let me find the North American version. Hold on. They have Wizards. I want the DVD is $13.
His auction is in the middle of the night. Well, you stayed up late.
Wizards is $13 on
Wow.
on DVD.
That's a good price.
I know, because I put the one in, of course, the recommends.
Yeah,
It started recommending all these other freaking Ralph Bakshi.
And you're trying to save up for a puppy, but you want to get all these.
I'm blaming you completely.
Hey, but you love it. It's an obsession we have.
Anthony,
What
Yeah,
are you going to do?
Anthony, he sent you the link for one damn DVD. It's not his fault. Then you go buy other stuff.
It's your
Yeah,
fault for that.
It is.
You see other
It
stuff
is.
you want, and then you go
because
for
he
it.
knows. He knows I have an addiction, and he's enabling me. He's an enabler.
Okay. Zombie says to you, Anthony, ever seen Lupin 3, The Castle of Castelloggio Classic?
The which one? Lupin 3. I have it on now. Yeah, right here in my cabinet. Lupin 3 is right here in my anime cabinet. This is all anime in here. All this here is anime.
Wow, that's a lot of anime.
Yeah, I've got Lupin the Third. Lupin the Third is classic, man.
Mm. I'm gonna be logging off.
He's
I'm getting hungry.
James is an enabler.
You
An enabler.
you love it and you know it, AGK. Come on,
No,
you
I don't
love it.
What's Ultra Q? What's this one?
I have
Ultra?
no idea.
Ultra
Oh,
Q.
is that robot thing?
I have no idea. I'm just looking at it.
Don't
You ever
buy
heard of
that.
this thing?
It looks like a piece of shit. That thing, Ultra.
Ultra
That
Q. It
ro-
doesn't really tell me much.
Yeah, it's that robot thing.
Is it about robots? No. Oh, Ultraman. Ultraman.
Ultraman, yeah.
Oh, Ultra Q is Ultraman. Okay.
That
I
looks
like
weird.
Ultraman. Ultraman is Japanese. Is a Japanese.
Are you gonna buy that too?
No. No. Fuck no.
How much is Fritz the Cat on Blu-ray?
29.
Oh fuck.
Which isn't, I mean, that's not bad considering the type of the film it is,
That was the first film, Jorgen, to be called Rated X. But they also called Honor Majesty.
Let me see. Is Fritz the
Service
Cat also
rated
on
X.
there?
That also, yes.
I mean, I grabbed the Blu-ray, but let's see if it's available on DVD even. No, it's only available on Blu-ray, and it's on sale for regularly $36, on sale right now for $29.
Hey, that's good.
3 left in stock at Amazon. I gotta look up.
Why didn't I get that the other day? I should have got Fritz the Cat. Fuck.
I don't know who this. It looks like 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat isn't directed by Ralph Bakshi. I'm just gonna IMDb it. Let's see who's in 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. Give me a sec here.
James, can you tell Doc that I won't be on his stream today? I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to see something and then go to bed.
Oh yeah. Well, that'll give me enough time to eat, and then I can pop on.
I think I go on next week instead. I'm taking
Yeah.
I'm taking a rest.
No problem, Jorgen.
I had a busy day yesterday, so I want to take a rest.
So, what kind of games did you play yesterday, Jorgen?
Well,
Ooh,
This is the trailer for the 9 Lives.
there's no sound.
Oh, you want the sound? Okay,
Yeah.
Let me back it up. Let me replay it. Hold on.
Oh, let me make it big too. I forgot it's me now. I got to do all this. Okay.
Let me restart it. Now I get an ad.
Oh, I hate that. Fucking ads.
Hello, world. This is the event mankind has been waiting for.
That risque rascal, that far-out feline. Fritz the Cat is back. He's come a long way, baby. And now he's up to his tail in outrageous adventures. In the 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat. Meet Fritz the Kraut.
This conquest of the world thing is just to get attention. I was not conscious up there.
Fritz the Continental.
These chicks know where it's at by the time they're 11.
Fritz the Casanova.
Want to drop your phony inhibitions and love your fellow man?
Fritz in the White House.
Stop kissing my hand.
Fritz in the Black House.
Don't anybody move. What's this? We found you with counterfeit. I use hair straightener.
And Fritz in outer space.
We have ignition.
You'll meet Morris.
It's tough to find that good pickle.
Luke.
Fritz, you ain't changed a bit. You still don't know where it's at.
Juan.
I've been touching color by long.
Nikki.
Are you buffalo? Yo, can I rip you? Oh, get the out of my shop. Oh, yo.
Lucifer.
Excuse me, did anyone find an earring?
And God.
Yeah. I've been God for about 3.5 years now.
We interrupt this telecast for a message of real importance.
I decided that I just wanted to be a prostitute.
It's 9 times as funny, 9 times as freaky, 9 times as funky.
It's disgusting. How dare you? You got no class, man.
As fabulous Fritz out-Fritzes himself in the 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat.
So it's not related to the Ralph Bakshi film, but I mean the
Well,
animation.
from what I've seen from that preview, it doesn't look as good as the original.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, they did keep the style the same. It looks like they tried to recreate. It's whenever a director doesn't want to do a follow up and they give it to somebody else, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't
has that
speak volumes to me.
No. I'd see if I can find it free to stream on YouTube or something.
No, that's not worth buying.
No. I'm just gonna stick to the Fritz and the.
Yeah, Well, guys, my mom just stomped on the floor. That means dinner's ready. So I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. And as I say in my channel, Beatles Forever. Thank you for everybody for being here today. Beetle Babe, Dave, Jen, Christopher, my whole peanut gallery, Jorgen, and AGK. I'm Mason. So thank you all for being here today, and I'll see you on the next one.
Rock and roll.
We are out. Let's go.